Yikes. I hate that Buffy is like the blueprint for TVD.
Hold up.
Like, I ship Elena for like the most part, but I still hate a lot of stuff regarding those characters. But I hate Buffy. Elena came from Spuffy?
No, but yes. No, but yes.
Okay, but like nothing.
Yes.
Nothing.
Just think about it.
This doesn't compare.
Buffy and Angel are like the blueprint for like Stelena and
And
Handon,
Handon.
but at the same
Nah.
time, every other TVD ship. It's just the way that there are a lot of
Like
stuff that they
Stelina
took
was
from them.
giving Angel. They weren't giving the same
No, they
pair
tried
there.
to, but like
They
they
tried, but
tried to. It's like Sterling with Mizzy. They tried to replicate the same ship, but it didn't
Yeah.
hit the same. Spoilers with no context, but Julie Plec inspired that whole thing inspired the merge from the twins. The Gemini twins? Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can say don't get too attached to the hate you have if you hate the twins now. Just don't get too attached to this hate because it's probably gonna change.
time you do it is when it's at 12 at night.
I understood you are watching porn. I was like, what?
I was watching what?
Came back at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Out of context, what happened? Who was watching porn?
It's mine.
What kind of porn?
Again.
No, she
Who?
said it was pouring rain, and
It
I
was pouring
understood
rain.
she was watching porn.
Okay, ready?
Are we gonna do introductions first, or?
Yes.
Yeah. We
Oh,
should.
you got me thinking about Stefan. Okay.
Oh my god, don't. I'm blushing.
Are you guys okay?
No. Wait.
I start blushing. The fact that he's gone?
No words.
Ma'am? Man, what happened to the original part of the movie?
Hey guys, it's Iz.
Hey guys, it's Naj.
Hey, it's Robyn.
Hi guys, it's Vit.
I Pia.
And today we're here to talk about the Vampire Diaries ships. Not the original Legacy Jet, which is focusing on most of the canon ships in the Vampire Diaries. And we may ponder off to do some non-canons, I guess you can say.
Damon
Right.
slander.
And Bonnie Praise. And my brother
Queen.
Bonnie get behind me. And hopefully we're gonna start with the first ship that was basically introduced to the show. Well, actually, did Damon and Caroline that happened before? Well, that wasn't Damon, but did that happen
Okay.
before?
Thought you were gonna bring up somebody else. We're good with that.
Technically, yes. But
it was
technically,
compulsion,
no,
so
because it
was that
compulsion.
Else they
consensual?
gonna ship.
Which we will get
No.
to it later because I
Yeah,
have a lot
we'll
of
get
concerns
to
about
that.
that.
Okay, so we can do Selena, but
Okay, is
Stefan and Elena. I love these two, but this is also like the one couple where I like one character and I don't like the other character. As weird as that sounds, like I don't believe like Stefan or Elena deserves Stefan at all, not like later on in the show. Like I don't believe that they should have ended up together. But they were my ship for the first like 4 seasons. For the first 4 seasons are like the main ones for me because once Damon and Elena got together, I kind of forgot everything else. But I don't know. I'm emotional just thinking about it because the fact that
yes. The fact that
Stefan's my boy. Okay, I love Stefan so much, and what Elena had put him through with everything, especially in going after his brother, which we'll talk about later, like I said. But like, I don't know, just at the beginning, like the whole like innocence between them two, and like, I don't know, I get emotional when I talk about them. Anyways, like
I think since we're talking about Stefan, let's talk about Stefan's ships in general.
Yeah.
period.
To go by like
yes.
we can kind of go by like characters. So let's talk
Oh,
about
wow.
Stefan's ships right now. So
Okay.
yeah.
Hi. Well, listen, I'm like the honorary #1 Stefan Caroline shipper. I know a lot of people get like annoyed and they hate that the way that it was played, or they think that it was rushed. But boy, the foreshadowing ever since 202, even though he was still like with Elena for like 2 more seasons, when they were dancing, for instance, in season 4, and that song was playing, I don't know, I just really love the build up from going from strangers to the whole mentor thing, and then like best friends, best friends, the whole summer sponsor, and then getting Stefan like realizing his feelings, because boy didn't even know, like he was burying that shit.
He was
because
he was so fucking clueless. He really was.
he was so fucking stupid. Enzo had so many rights to fucking beat the shit out of him because he treated Caroline poorly, and I stand by that. I love both of them, but like I'm not afraid to call Stefan out. That's the thing.
You said from like season 2. I'm like they parallel, or they foreshadowed Caroline from season 1.
Yeah,
the pilot.
Exactly.
Like I said,
brothers. Oh my god.
I love Stefan and Elena. Like they were my couple the first 4 seasons. Like there was nothing, like no other couple mattered to me in the show. But from the pilot, that scene between them two at the party where they're like, where he's like, you and I are never gonna happen. I was like, oh, they're gonna fucking happen.
Yeah.
I was like, I knew from that moment. I was like, okay.
Even Lexi saw it.
Yeah.
Lexi in season 5, when she was like, you really don't see it, do you? In like at what was it? 520, 521 ish, when they were in limbo.
Trauma.
Don't.
May he rest in peace. Anyways.
No. But anyway, yeah. The whole June wedding thing. I'm so glad that they brought it up, and bless Comic-Con that year that we got our March wedding, but still. Yeah, I don't know. I can cry about them. I will never get over them, basically, is what I'm saying. So
I was also Stereoline, so
what?
I was also a Stereoline. I really liked them too.
I love you.
The Travelers episode with them in the car.
Oh my god.
That was the moment.
516.
That was
516 and 517.
Yeah, that was the moment I fell in love with them. Like I liked them, but like that was when I fell in love with them. I like that scene had me.
The song that it was playing when they were in the car, and like I knew that he knew that she wouldn't kill him. Like why? Because you're you, the whole you're you thing. And they keep repeating that. Yes, I'm just not well.
If we're gonna talk about scenes. Can I bring up one of my favorite Elena scenes?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go.
A Drop in the Ocean.
Okay, I'm sorry, but when we got that writer saying that something about Handon related to that drop in the ocean, and we freaked out about it because we were thinking it was going to be like this Elena scene.
I literally started like replaying that scene in my freaking head when he picks up the phone and he doesn't even have to talk to know it's him, and I'm sitting there like,
yeah, well,
and then that fucking song started playing.
Paul crying. What, Naj?
I was saying, while legacies don't even have phones.
Yeah.
Service who?
And they're in the future, remind you.
Oh yeah, 2031. Insane.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite Stelena scene.
My favorite Caroline scene from like when they were besties. When she goes off on him in 603, I think it is, or 605. I can't remember.
In the
607 in the hospital.
In the hospital.
When,
I was literally gonna say, if I could say my favorite Caroline scene was that one. Where he's like, why did I have a thing for you?
The way that she says it, like, what kind of stupid question is that? I had a thing. No, what was it? Had a thing for you because I trusted you because you were my best friend. Yeah, that whole yeah.
I would say the other part I really liked was when she ripped up her mom's letter, and like when he was trying to get her humanity back, and she had like ripped up the letter, and like that whole like kind of moment when he like, I just loved that I really loved. First, I loved them with their humanity off together because they were such menaces. But then when he was trying to get her back, it was just so powerful. And like, I think
first of all, go
I was
ahead.
just gonna
Sorry.
say, I think that was the moment. Like, I know that he knew that he was falling for her because of her mom had said, something and kind of like woken him up. But like, I think in that moment when he was trying to get her back was when he really felt that panic of like, I might lose her,
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
I was gonna say, like, just like Caroline, like after Caroline season 6, season 7, it's like just like I absolutely love her. But like I don't know, I wasn't like a huge Caroline fan. Like I didn't hate them. I wasn't like a hardcore shipper. But they definitely had their cute moments, and I definitely can see why people ship them. And yeah, so Team Elena, anyways.
Caroline was my baby. I fucking loved Caroline. I still love Caroline. She was my favorite. Okay.
Nash?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, were you going to say something?
I was saying it's crazy because me and Vit literally are not gonna understand.
I know. There's another Stefan ship that I think Vid liked that I hated. Valerie?
But yeah, but like I didn't watch it this season, so I don't think I have like stuff to say it.
We'll talk about it, yeah.
Yeah, I would see like videos and stuff edited, and I would think like Stefan and Valerie were kind of cute. And like all the backstory, like they had a kid and they got this love interruption because she got murdered and everything. And I think that at some point they would have to come back and finish that, and that was what they did. But like Valerie always knew that he was in love with Caroline, so
yeah,
their breakup scene is so heartbroken.
I mean, well, can we also talk about him and Rebecca since that was?
Stefan and Rebecca.
By icons.
Yeah,
I love them.
They ate
honestly.
Honestly,
they ate, yeah.
I like that better than her and Marcel, but
who am I, right now?
I mean, like I don't know. I just like the 1920s like look. That look looks so amazing on them. So I was like, amazing. But I mean, I just want the I just don't really care about a lot of ships there. So you will not be hearing me do a yapper. But since and then Kara. I mean, since we're talking about Atlanta, Katherine, I guess.
Oh yeah, Stefan and Katherine.
Stefan and Katherine.
Yeah.
Oh.
We almost forgot.
Same.
Katherine really lost all her dignity for that man.
Yeah, she loved that man. Like
down.
Like if you really cared about him, why did you even linger the other brother on? Like you could have told that dude to get a hike. Like I don't even know. Like you could have avoided so much that you told that dude you don't want that 25-year-old man. Like I don't know what you want from me.
The fact that Stefan was 17 and then Damon was like
23, 25. Yeah, 23, 25 range. And he was out here till that. How old was that? Like 16, 17 or whatever. And he was out here tiptoeing. That was his constant theme. Was them 16 teens, man.
It was fucked up. It was very fucked up.
We're doing Damon slander.
Yeah. And I don't just a sidetrack, but I don't understand why do they think it's a serve to make these fucking vampires Confederate soldiers like it's gonna be fucking served. Okay. Yes. Between him and Jasper from Twilight, I need y'all to put that shit down. And the fact that Stephanie sat here and did a whole ass research to find Confederate names for this man, or you deserve to go to prison. But I still love Twilight. Ignore me. Like, come on now. I thought I didn't think he was gonna break him. I guess it's funny.
Everyone looked away because we were like, what, 12?
Yeah, I was like,
okay.
Yeah. But Katherine, she really loves Stefan, and at this point, I see people ship them, and I see people like she'll always love him. But I'm just like, at some point, she got to give it up.
That wasn't love. That was obsession.
That wasn't love.
It also makes sense when we take into account the travelers and their spells about, Kitsia and I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that was part of the whole doppelgangers.
Yeah, how they're all supposed to like be drawn to each other. Yeah.
Elena was supposed to be drawn to Tom, but because she met Stefan first because of his fucking obsession with Katherine. I mean, the other way around with Elena, the face thing, so we got Elena instead, and but also
the fact that like 85,000 of them, and none of them ended up together alive. That's actually fucking insane. Free her.
Because
What if Tom come in and what if Tom come in and see her now? Anyway,
Tom is dead.
dead as hell, yeah.
Rip King.
Not the dead as hell.
Yeah, you're dead as hell. Let me go ahead and mind my business.
He's probably in peace right now. Imagine all the copies of Stefan doppelgangers in
the
heaven.
fact that listen, everybody basically got a freeway pass to peace until now.
But with Elena being alive and married to Stefan's brother, both those doppelganger lines are still
Together.
active, which means could they have children that look exactly like her and Stefan?
There was a fic.
Oh, Lord.
I can't remember the author because this was like 2017 when TVD ended. That it was a sterile fic, but the thing is that Elena and Damon had a child, and that child looked exactly like Stefan. And then they made it so the kid grew up and then got to. It's so fucked up, but like the kid got with Caroline, kind of. Not really, but it was alluded.
Oh, that's
I was like,
some Jacob and Renesmee shit.
Kind of, because the child was basically her nephew in a way, like politically speaking, but it looked just like Stefan.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Renesmee was
But
also Jacob.
Yes, but who, like Stephanie, why the fuck do you write a grown man falling in love with a baby and then he's gonna fucking marry her and sleep with her and have babies?
That's
with her
like
later on?
grooming with more steps.
That's grooming. That's grooming. That is fucked up.
No, because why did she got a 3-book deal, an extra 3-book deal, and say, you know what, even though Jacob wasn't important when I originally wrote him, let's have him
a grown man fucking imprinted on a baby.
Yeah,
like,
and
no.
the justification for some of these imprintings need to go to jail, because how would him and Renesmee is not romantic until she
and then Edward smiles knowing that this man is gonna
no
the child.
Edward would never.
No,
okay?
no.
Like, I don't know if you guys.
Edward didn't even like that man. That means that it just shows me that Bella and Edward only care about each other. They said fuck that daughter, because Edward, you literally didn't even want him touching her, right? When she was cold, and then you let her, and then you was okay with her kissing him like 5 minutes later, and then now you smiling and shit in a vision, which doesn't make sense because fucking Alice can't see past werewolves. So
she couldn't even see Renesmee. She couldn't see Renesmee when she was pregnant.
So how does that work? Oh, and then I saw some theory that was like, oh well, if she only can see certain werewolves because she's closer to them. That's some bullshit. Because how does she sit here and do a whole ass fight battle with me?
Like, that wasn't even the first.
Know.
Because I don't know if you guys remember, there was this scene on Breakdown Part 2 where Jacob is in the beach with Lee, and one of the werewolves is with a kid, and that kid he has imprinted on him too.
Yeah. Yes, with
like she's insane.
Yeah, and then oh my god, like ma'am, how can the other one imprint on the baby, and that's somehow, and then they're like, oh well, that's not seem romantic. If it's not romantic, it's grooming. So
yeah, it is grooming with more steps, and that's it. Like
going back to that fic that Pia was talking about, having Caroline would never, ever, even if the child looked like Stefan, ever
get together with
look
him.
at that child and go, oh, he's gonna grow up to look just like Stefan. I'm gonna
no. The kid then grew up and was like 16, 17, 15 or something, and they were like, oh, he looks just like Stefan. And then Caroline left because she couldn't like bear with the thing, and then a lot of years went on, and then she came back and they were like adults. He was like 30 something, and then a new kid went to the school, and then they got together.
Oh no, still no.
Yeah, because she knew him as a kid, so
she's insane.
It's still like that's your kind of nephew though.
I mean,
like,
I would eat it up if I was in 2017, not gonna lie.
I stopped reading it. I don't know how it ended.
I'm not even gonna hold you. Because I probably read some Bella and Edward fan fiction. I was probably fucking stupid. Like I don't.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here and never have read the books or even seen.
I mean, when I was 14, my favorite book was like Beautiful Disaster, and that's saying a lot.
You can agree is that's just gross. Like it's
yeah.
My favorite book of all time is Catching Fire, but it may be Dating Dr. Dill now. So
just don't make grow ass men fall in love with kids.
Oh
lately.
my God, please. That's what some of the mafia boss books be killing me with. The girl be like 16 and maybe like 25.
Yeah, mafia is tough.
I was thinking that, but I didn't want to say
That just came out, didn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Before we get it, okay, that is
Wait,
perfect
okay.
segue into Damon. But
yes. But also, I wanted to say the thing about Valerie, that the fact that she lied for 3 fucking years, that she knew there was a way to get rid of the mark that Stefan had in season 7. Like, I
Yeah.
understand for dramatic purposes because we had Caroline and
A
Alaric
real woman. I
Oh,
don't
at the
know.
same time.
too.
But like for 3 years she lied.
Oh,
So like
oh,
you get no sympathy for me.
Speaking
Oh,
of
yeah.
fucking grooming, speaking of the whole like grown man and
Alaric and
Don't-
Caroline.
Don't even bring it up.
no, but
Disgusting.
we're talking TVD ships, right? That whole fucking Alaric and
Yes.
Caroline thing was gross. And Landon
Why? Who
Landon
did
brought
it?
it up in Legacies too. Like, how is he her teacher? And then he's fucking falling in love with Caroline because she has these 2 kids that were magically implanted in her, not
Against her will.
ew.
That's just.
Terrell.
I'm sorry for Caroline. Like,
I would-
why would they would write that?
I
Can't
would
see.
have.
I'm so sorry.
I would have said log off.
I
from
just
it.
feel so sorry for
But even
Candace.
the
Like,
fact that he basically took care of Elena and Jeremy, and then Caroline's the same age as Elena. I don't care.
It was like a fucking
Fucking
dad
vampire.
to Elena
Yeah,
and
it was
Jeremy.
like he was like a dad, and then
he was he was the stepdad. Remember
Yeah.
that he was with
Yeah.
Isabel first.
preying on. He's like, oh, okay, she's taking care of my kids now. I'm fucking in love with her, and I want to be with her. Like, are you?
That was so gross.
Ew.
I
No.
mean, man, they're just weak ass. No worries.
Alaric just had L after L when it came to relationships. Send that man to prison.
You know who I'm gonna blame for that one? Because I know that Julie was busy with Containment. I think it was the show that flopped too after like 1 season. Caroline Dries.
Yes.
She was
Caroline
a
was
Caroline stan,
a
but also
piece
she was
of
pushing for Caroline and Alaric.
work.
Like for what?
And that's where prison helps.
Yeah,
Because Matt
prison.
wanted to kiss the
Yeah.
younger girls.
He was
That is-
reading,
it's given-
reading and
it's-
making fan fiction of Alaric and Elena.
Isn't
So
his wife the same age as them?
is she?
I think so.
Oh,
Pretty sure she's
oh my
younger.
God.
Jill.
Pretty sure she's young.
jail.
Anyways, okay. I want to bring up one Stefan ship. It's not a romantic ship, but I fucking love them so much.
Klaus?
Stefan and Lexi.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh my god, my best friends. Yes.
Yes.
Besties.
Stefan
I
and
love
Lexi,
them.
besties. I love
Gotta
Lexi.
love.
It was no
Every
reason.
time that Lexi would come back.
It was no reason how every bitch could come back but her. Like
No, there was
Damon,
no reason for Damon to fucking kill her.
That's
Damon,
what I
were
was
you
gonna
were
say.
you bored? Were you bored? Like they wanted him to be like the big bad season 1 so bad that
He's an
definitely makes no
asshole.
fucking sense.
That's the thing.
That definitely didn't make no fucking sense. Like
You know what?
And-
Damon is a
and
grown
Stefan-
ass man and acts like a fucking child. And I hate that.
And he killed her for what?
Because why
Fucking
would you do
jealousy?
that?
Because Stefan had a best friend and he couldn't keep a fucking friend?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh. You know, it tracks. Makes sense.
oh
Damon was
Not
also too
Damon
busy
catching the strays.
compelling
Well, and
Caroline to have sex with him. So
and then the friend that he does make and he does keep is a fucking child predator.
Damon is a walking red flag. Now that you say that,
no. They have similarities though. I mean,
then people come at me. They're like, you can't be a Landon stan and then hate Damon.
Yeah, you can.
You have
They
no
have-
taste.
they
No,
have
they're
si-
saying that
oh.
they're basically saying that like, how can you hate Damon and like Landon?
They have no similarities.
because Landon is not fucking dating 16-year-olds. He's 24.
I am gonna say when I watched TVD, when I watched it years ago, I did like Delana. I was a Delana. Now I know, but now rewatching
Jesus.
it, I do not
Mm.
like them.
yeah.
Bitch, I'm gonna die at Elena.
I also
Like-
don't like Elena, so
I'm sorry.
Vincent, I'm not leaving. I'm not
I'm
leaving.
gonna die at Elena.
Yeah. You know, I'm conflicted because my developed prefrontal cortex and all that, like, I know that it's toxic as fuck. Like
Yes.
they are both
Yeah,
walking
yeah.
red flags, but I still enjoy it simply because of nostalgia.
like when I
Because
watched
every
it,
time I rewatch, I'm like, oh, they're
when, yeah,
gross.
exactly.
But I'm like, I can watch edits and still feel the same rush that I did when I was 13.
When I watched it, I loved them. I ate every single part of that up. And then that scene where he was saying goodbye to her and she couldn't see him, I fucking
God,
bawled
that scene.
my goddamn eyes out.
Yes.
I was a fucking mess.
The
But
motel
was-
key
I
scene
was
was
hyperventilating.
yes, but
when
watching
I
it
That
saw
now,
that.
watching it now, I'm thinking like, okay, like I obviously I've matured, and now I'm looking at it going,
Are you calling me immature?
I mean, we're all immature. So.
No, but you do I mean, the thing is that you can discern when something isn't right or like unhealthy
Oh
in a
yeah,
way,
yeah.
but that doesn't mean that you're going to replicate that in real life, where
Exactly.
because
Oh,
you're
yes.
like an adult now, you understand. But
Yep.
as a
You see
child
things
or as a
differently.
teenager
Yeah.
growing up, and then you see this type of
Because
representation,
you
let's
see it
say,
as like you see it as like an epic love. Oh my god, they would do
Yeah,
anything
like,
for each
it's
other, and I
okay.
want that. But you don't see the toxic part of it.
yes, it's like,
Yeah.
sure, sex might be fun and great even, but like,
Yeah. And then now that you see the toxic part of it, but you still love, like, it doesn't mean that you can't still love them. It's just that you notice the differences.
Oh yeah. And like I never liked Stefan either, so
oh yeah, I
I
can call
mean-
Stefan out. Stefan was a bitch for like a lot of times.
yeah.
But I still prefer him over, like, I love Stefan, he's my son, but I'm not gonna justify shit simply because I love him.
Exactly. That's why I
Like, I
agree
can
with
call
Damon.
him out.
Like
I couldn't stand
Damon,
Elena.
one
He was
thing
eating
I
children
yeah.
for Christmas, as he should, because fuck them kids. But like, dude, but he was also a raper.
One thing I
that's
hated
fine,
about Damon and Elena was that they would like go back on his development every time that Elena would break up with him. And that
Oh,
was
yeah.
annoying.
Yeah.
Season 5 they break up with like 4 times and then he'd go and kill someone.
I
for
think
the
part of
third
the
time.
reason why I liked Elena, part of the reason why I liked Elena too is that Damon was so pretty, and I just really liked his eyes.
Season 5, Damon was gorgeous, and
He
then I
was
don't know what
serving.
happened.
It was the haircut.
Yeah, and then we don't know what
It
happened.
was the haircut,
exactly.
yeah.
No, but
They
he
ate the
was.
haircut.
I mean, Stefan is also
Is-
very pretty. Stefan is also very pretty, but I am a sucker for eyes, and I was in love with Damon's eyes. Like, I was just like, oh my god, you know. I never liked Elena. Never liked her. I always thought she was too whiny.
Elena was my favorite.
Lit punch in the air.
I'm
I
sorry.
literally
I'm
just
sorry. I
see you guys hating everyone that are like, no worries.
I'm
No,
sorry.
no. When we get,
I'm
when
gonna
we get
leave
to,
the
like,
group. I'm gonna leave
Damon
the Zoom
ships,
call.
when we get to Damon ships, I'm gonna say some controversial stuff that I'm like ashamed to even admit.
Oh, bless.
Because besides Delana, I was also part of like another Damon
this
ship
is the
that I really
beauty-
enjoyed.
This is the
Oh
beauty
yeah,
about
Bayman
us.
shipper.
This is the
A
beauty
what?
of us is that
Bayman.
I don't know. Suddenly, I can't hear you.
You hear it?
this is the
I
beauty
can't-
of
You're
us
so
is
stupid.
we have
Yeah, it's
different
genuine.
opinions, but we can talk about them,
Yeah,
you know, and like, you know, like
we
this.
love each other.
Yeah,
We
and
love
still
each
like
other.
each other and still be friends. But
I
let's
think we
not-
are in the Damon ships, right?
Yeah, well, I think Pia did bring up Klaus and Stefan quickly.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Stefan.
Oh,
Yeah.
they were totally fucked. They totally fucked in the 20s.
They
Like,
have.
they did. They did. They were
Yeah.
sucking cock every other day. Like, that's
Stefan was like
Just
going for
facts.
Rebecca room to Klaus' room and then go back to
Yeah,
Rebecca's
and then
Right,
back and
house.
forth.
right,
Well,
right.
they're vampires. They had a lot of stamina. There's
Yeah,
no
and
need to
that's
sleep.
so
He-
true of him.
He took
like,
him for himself. He took Stefan for himself. Because, sir, I see through you. And why did you care that much about Stefan? You could have just came and get Elena, but instead,
Maybe
You
that's
want them
why
to
Klaus
do.
turned Josh too. Is
That-
because he knew he was fruity.
that summer they went away together in
Oh.
season 3. They
They-
totally
they
fucked
yeah,
at least once.
We know what you are.
You know what you are.
We know.
Say it out loud.
Say aloud.
Fucking
That
Baika.
was a Twilight thing right there, Naj.
Yeah.
Say it. Say it out loud.
Say out loud.
I want to hear you say it.
Right, as the camera spins around me,
Yeah.
and I'm just like,
When they said goodbye, that was fucking sad. I remember the bloopers though when Paul and Jomo were like, did I read that wrong? When they were like leaning in to kiss each other? When they did that crossover in 714 was in TVD, and then season 3 was, I don't remember, like 314, I guess. The originals. It was good
I
time.
would
Good times.
I would have enjoyed a kiss scene. Yeah, kind of give me baby, give me Sri Lanka.
TVD fucked up when they didn't allow the characters to explore their sexualities. For instance, Stefan, bi. Caroline, definitely bi. Bonnie, like with Nora and all that stuff. Oh my god, the rubber.
Wait a minute.
Damon though, no, he's like
Damon, no.
not even an ally.
He's a
like,
Confederate straight man.
Close by,
he's a-
definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Like I don't think there's only one Michelson who's not
Elijah.
queer, and that's Finn.
Oh, Finn. Oh God. fuck
Yeah.
him.
Oh,
He's homophobic.
And you think Cole ain't? Well, the actor is,
Cole?
probably.
Which Cole? Yes.
Well,
no. Which, like the witch version of Cole with
the which one? Yeah.
the actor from like Isaac.
Damon Sherman.
Yes, that one. Bi, and the other one, Nate. That's straight. No.
Let's
He's
see
just-
straight as he can get. Okay, so
Is
now we're on
Elijah
Damon. Elijah. I mean, well, the actor who plays Elijah literally said that he can and
Oh, yeah?
Elijah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who?
Elijah. Daniel.
Daniel
Gillies.
he said at a con
Oh.
recently that he
That
definitely had
Elijah was.
Bi?
Yeah.
Gay?
Yeah. Bye.
Oh.
Bye.
Gay?
Yeah.
Why are you
All of
gay,
them.
Elijah Michelson?
No.
Um,
Elijah season 5 doesn't exist for me, and that's what I'm gonna say.
Well, season 5 for him didn't exist either, so
Like Hope Mikeson would say, I hate you. Oh God.
Are you dead
That was so fucked up. Shut
was
the.
so
Don't
sick.
say that.
And you said it with a straight face. Like, how fucking dare you? Okay. So now we're here.
just saying because all the memories and stuff. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
very
It's-
deranged. Deranged people.
He said, "New mind, new me." Yes, it's kind of a shame.
Okay, are we on Damon? Because I would like to.
We're
know.
on-
Yeah.
We are now officially.
Wait. Vic, go first.
Why?
Because you're like,
you're
because you're
Elena.
Damon.
Oh,
Elena.
Damon Stan.
Damon and Elena. Okay. I think I have such a attachment to them because they're like my big first ship. And they solidify what was shipping for me. I mean, it wasn't even a choice between Damon and Stefan, it was between Damon and Stelena. For me, Damon and Elena had like the relationship was much more interesting for me to watch than Stefan and Elena. And I think that the enemies to lovers, but like frenemies they became, and like the way they would have this tension and Elena fighting against her feelings and everything. And how after she got with Damon, she never looked at anyone else. And I think how Damon was also so devoted to her. I mean, give me a boy obsessed with the girl, I'm gonna eat that up. I don't care.
Wait.
And like, I don't know, it's just they have so much iconic moments. And their soundtrack was amazing. I mean, they are probably my favorite ship from my whole life. And I was like, when TVD ended, I was like, I will never get a ship like them. And what happened to me? I became mentally ill with Handon. So just no words.
And now Decker Star.
And now Dexter is put me through a lot.
You're only
I'm not
three.
built for slowborn.
Oh yeah, trust me. We was eating bad.
This ain't for me.
Liam was the name. I forgot the name of the actor. I mean, of the character. When you said that Elena never saw anybody except for Damon after they got together, except that she did, but she had no memory. So
Yeah, she have no memory.
Her Annie lies.
Fuck her for doing that also.
they had what?
Fuck her for erasing her memories too. Anyways.
Fuck Alaric for
She was
fucking
weak
up. Fuck
for erasing
Joe
her
for
memory.
saving him.
It's all Lark's fault every time.
Alaric
Fuck that
always
man.
doing something but dying. Like what the
He's
fuck?
always ruining something for someone
He
else.
ruined a lot. He ruined a lot.
As a teen, I was eating up as a teenager because I'm 30 now. But
You're old. It's okay.
I was
No.
eating up the way that every time in TVD after season 4, even before that,
Yeah.
when they were foreshadowing Caroline still, it was always a Damon Elena scene and then a Stefan and Caroline scene. So my little brain was convinced that those two were going to be endgame because
My
there was
little
no other
teenager
reason.
brain.
And like, yeah, as they should, because even the dance when Nina left, and then Elena was in a coma, it was paralleling the scene with Stefan and Caroline. But like, I was eating that up, especially in season 4. And I know you're mad that the Sterling interrupted their sex scene, but I was living my
Bitch.
best life.
Like the first sex scene, and you have Caroline and Stefan just saying a lot of shit, just no words.
About the sire bond.
I just want
to
to see pretty people fucking, no words.
You got
Like, what
the
is the
morning
issue?
scene after.
Like they did all that just to end up together. Like, what is the issue?
And the song choices, Kiss Me.
Oh, give
like
me
Ed
love.
Sheeran,
Kiss me. Yeah, kiss me.
Kiss Me first. Give Me Love was season 3 when they were
Yeah,
dancing, but that was hot as fuck. Like, yeah.
Kiss me like what a love. I'm gonna cry now.
The motel scene.
The motel. Oh my god.
The
Florence
motel
and the Machine.
scene.
Gosh.
Never
was-
Let Me Go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god, that
It's just-
scene was.
Now I'm thinking of Handon. Damn.
Right.
They, that bad scene was insane. Like the chemistry that Nina and Ian had was something
It's
like.
because they were fucking in real life. And
Yeah.
just by the time that the characters get together on the show, they break up.
They
That's
broke
fucked
up. They were
That's
so.
fucked up.
That was like y'all couldn't even wait. Like, and then you
No.
got
Yeah,
you got
but like,
Damon.
Nothing.
You got
like,
Damon. You got Damon
yeah,
stupid ass
the
ending.
beginning of season 5, they are still fucking, but like they're not together.
Yeah, they were
but
not
then
together.
yeah,
Yeah.
but then he met Nikki and then he married him.
And then Ian had like no emotion whatsoever. He was
The
like
reunion?
Finale.
flat as
Oh my
fuck.
god. Oh my god.
Do you guys remember that Comic-Con where
Definitely
Ian was
doesn't
low-key
exist.
fighting Julie? Like, bitch, grow the fuck up. You're not in control of the show. I don't care if you're like co-producer or whatever. You're giving your money into this. No, shut up.
Every
Yeah,
minute, like now he's selling out at the Lana stand. Like, sir, that's what you really were. Like, don't be bitter that you got dumped.
Yeah,
Like,
don't be a bitter bitch.
like, cause now you are here acting like we gave us like people waited like 2 seasons for this fucking reunion, and you gave this dry
And
ass.
it was a flop. He couldn't even fake a smile.
Yeah, he
he
couldn't
gave
even
the
fake a
white
smile.
people smile when you're like
Right
something
when
like
they,
that.
like
couldn't
yeah,
even-
the
no.
one that's like
That
and then-
was
and
so
then-
shitty.
and what got me was that people try to excuse it and say, well, his brother died. Man, please. He been years without his brother. If he just saw the love of his life, get the fuck awoken from a deep sleep, which they didn't even explain because I thought concept he did it.
But what's
Whatever.
their excuse for the afterlife scene when
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
outside the house? Because that's years into the future.
Yeah.
Stefan's been dead for like more than a decade. So
His bones,
That-
neither bones, like
oh
his
my
ashes.
god, that shit was so dry. Even the walk next to each other, like, sir, you couldn't even put a fuck. Why couldn't he just put his wife in the background or something? She could have been there. He could have smiled at her or something. Like, god damn, what would you give
Should
him?
I give her a stand
Yeah.
guide curse?
He literally like I can't like this when I think about
so unprofessional of him.
It was, like,
that's
He was,
it was so bad. Like he couldn't
but like this man isn't running Elena for me. Like fuck him.
he did ass like because it was like I came back to finale.
Then
I hate that he got that happy ending though. I know that Nina left and that sealed the deal for like their endgame stuff. But
Yeah.
the way that they changed the fucking finale like 2 weeks before they had to shoot, why would you do that? Like, no,
That's out of
my
pocket.
son could have lived. Fuck off.
Mm.
No.
Like I remember so vividly the day of the Elena rain kiss. Everyone from set was like posting stuff about
Oh, since we
raining.
knew. Oh my god.
Yeah, we
What
knew.
year
They
was
they
that?
was like the whole day,
20?
literally, they were like foreshadowing stuff. And like it's happening, guys, it's happening, it's
I
happening.
remember when they used to do the rehash after an episode, when the network actually tried to promote the show, and
Oh, yeah.
we get what's the name of the actress? Lexi? I forgot the name.
Oh, doing questions and stuff. Yeah, I remember
yeah,
that.
and the reactions to what was happening on the show. Good time.
Yeah.
The trending every week.
God, the Elena rain kiss got trending for so long.
That is so bad because every ship literally wanted a rain kiss and nobody got that shit.
Yeah, just Elena. And then Julie was like, I was just
Brandon?
doing a service for the fans. Queenie.
Everybody was like,
I
rain
remember.
kiss, shower kiss, flower kiss.
The proposal that they had this thing where season 8 they were going to get 2 proposals because the network says or something like that, and they were like, Sterling's gonna be one because it happened at the very beginning of the season 802, and then Delena's gonna get the other one at the very end. And haha, psych, it was Sterling again. A win for me because both times 10 out of 10. Beautiful. Anyway.
Delena had one proposal. I'm okay with it. Was the cure, but I mean, it's still a proposal. I don't care.
I was like, what are you talking
That
about?
was one of my favorite scenes too. I
was-
mean, with Delena, I can go talk for hours just like him. And I just remember everything in my tiny little head.
What other Damon ships are there?
There's
Besides the
like
rape
Bonnie,
one.
Besides the rape
Damon
one,
and Bonnie.
Damon and Katherine.
Damon and Death.
Damon, let's go with Damon and Katherine because we're going doppelgangers first.
And that was bad for Damon because he's just sad because Katherine always loved Stefan.
Yeah, can you imagine like going to war with your brother over some damn girl?
And she doesn't even want you.
Who's literally not in your age bracket.
He went through all
He was
of
a
that
loser
trouble.
for that.
He went through all of that trouble to save Katherine, to find her, and she was just like, "Ha, I want your brother."
She's
That was so
such a
fucked up.
bitch.
It's just
She hurt his feelings.
Kinda
Like that.
ma'am.
No words.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I needed to get some
God.
slander. I'll wait till you guys done talking, but I do want to slander
we
Delaney.
are gonna get
Yeah, we
to
are
shit
kinda-
talking when we get to Caroline and Damon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But like she humbled him at the humbling age of
She
16,
did.
17, like because that man was going through World War 55. And then I'm like, and then he thought he was going to eat, and he's like, well, I met Elena first. I was able to control it. Well, you wasn't able to control getting off of Katherine. So what's the problem? Like that girl been going for how many hundreds of years, and you like
She's been running for like 500 years.
oh my God. She said, just keep breathing and breathing. And he just kept coming back. Like he really needed to go home. At this point, our
It was
restraining
so
order was
embarrassing.
needed. Our
No,
restraining
it was
order was
bad.
needed. Because Damon, really? Stand up. Like that was horrendous.
Please stand up.
That was bad. Like but free her. Free him too, because that's just ridiculous.
It
I
was
was like,
toxic all around.
yeah, I just was like, there's no. She was just toxic, but like, god damn, Damon, please. This dude around her talking to you. I'm an army. I'm part of the army, saving the world, saving the South. I got guns.
Like no other ship had any chance against Delena because Damon was truly obsessed.
He was upset because he obviously got off Katherine at the same time, but damn,
Yeah.
He was obsessed with Elena at first, not because she looked like Katherine, but because Stefan wanted her.
I don't think because he met Elena first, actually.
But and then he compelled her, but then afterwards
To forget everything.
Forget everything. But Damon also wanted what Stefan had.
Yeah, but then he actually went to town to get being revenge on Stefan. He wanted to hurt Elena, but like he fell in love.
And he wanted to hurt Stefan, which is why he went.
And that's my biggest issue with Damon.
My,
is the fact that you're like 7 years older than your brother, and you still can't let shit go that happened, even though you wanted in the first place to become a vampire.
Yeah.
No,
So,
that's my issue with Lucifer. Like, please let go of your daddy issues. I'm being so serious. Like
my thing with Damon is the whole idea of, I never liked the idea of Damon and Elena from the beginning, but the whole idea went completely downhill is when he killed Jeremy in front of her.
That was so sexy of him. Like, I'm sorry.
You know, two things. One, Jeremy was so annoying. I know that he's the little brother,
but like it's her brother.
And I mean, why Stefan did run with her on the bridge where her parents died?
I never said anything about Stefan. I'm talking about Damon.
What? But like, makes no sense.
No,
can I talk about? Can I talk about Damon?
Damon,
yeah, of course.
the other thing that bothers me about Damon is that the fact that he can't let shit go ever, and two, he's too impulsive. Even though you've been like 24 for like how many centuries now?
You're like 20 years. He's like 100 years.
Yeah.
So you're in your mid 20s and you still can't control yourself and you act like a child, like a brat child.
Yeah, he's very impulsive.
That's where I used to be like, wow, you're supposed to be an adult.
He was acting like a younger brother than
Yeah. He killed Leon like no reason.
He used to have fits over anything, and he would just do shit without any.
Yeah, like that. Like
consequence.
everybody's walking on eggshells in the first couple seasons, just so he wouldn't do something fucking dumb. Like,
Yeah.
And then
He
literally.
killed
it
Vicky
was
for
it
no
season
reason, and then
seven?
was
it season 7 or season 8 when he had, I mean, both episodes, I guess, 7-10 and 8-10 were Damon centric, I'm pretty sure. But the way that they had this whole redemption arc, with Caroline forgiving him for everything that he did, like they completely like brushed it under
Erase
the
everything.
rug,
Yeah.
even though it was like a very big thing. When you look at it now, because at the time, just because it wasn't accepted doesn't make it,
Yeah.
didn't make it like.
I think their
basically-
own writers they kind of regret that.
Yeah.
it was basically the writer saying, well, as long as your abuser says sorry to you, then it's fine and you forgive
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, and I guess I guess they
you
were
should just
so,
brush it aside.
yeah, they were so up the ass of Damon being the villain in season 1 that when he became,
Yeah, they
wanted to
forgot
be
they
with,
wanted
that
him
they
to
wanted
become
to
like
they wanted him to become like that, which is why Ian always says that one thing he hated was that they kept doing this thing where one minute he does something fucking irrational,
yep.
and then then the next minute he's back to being good, and I'm just like, yeah, you can't just fucking have this man, like, he ain't Klaus. So
Yeah,
stop.
this is the one he made
But,
so
you know,
many fucked up shit.
Klaus never compelled someone to fuck him.
He kind of got in Tyler's
He kind
body.
of, yeah.
Okay, well, okay, but like a young girl like Caroline.
Caroline was a young girl, so
Yeah, she was young. Since we're
There
on
are
that
a lot of
topic,
issues with Klaus.
since we're on that topic, let's get to Caroline and Damon.
Oh yeah, that was fucked.
Jail.
it was.
Like, I don't know why people on Twitter are so
And, like, I don't know if he was
against-
beating her too, because she would get like with her purple stuff on her skin.
I would assume so, but I don't
Yeah.
get why people. I don't know if it's an age thing, but like you can like a character and still admit when they fuck up. And
Yeah,
Damon
there
fucked
would be
up.
so many threads
that was
defending
right.
him.
So many
Like-
excuses. There's so many excuses as to why. And they can make it seem like, oh well, because because Caroline wanted him. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What are you talking
He
about?
was compelled.
She literally tried to run once.
She was
Like, what the
there
hell is
was
this?
this
She was compelled.
scene
Yeah, she
where
had no choice.
yeah, when they're in the room and then she runs to the door and then Damon's
Yeah,
there.
she wasn't
like
scared
that,
of
that was
him.
that wasn't.
And please,
compelled.
one thing I gotta say, do never excuse shit stuff with trauma. On God.
Yeah.
You can be
Yeah.
traumatic, but like that
Why are
doesn't
you
give
putting
you a
that
free
on
pass.
Caroline? That should
to
never be
be
put on Caroline. That should be
A piece of
fine.
shit.
Like,
Yeah.
that was a lot. And
But
plus,
I don't
she,
care
like,
if you love Damon, but excusing him for that is garbage.
Yeah.
it's a lot of excuses, especially on TikTok.
On season 1, he was
That was
fair.
they villainized him so much.
But
I'm
I
just like, how am I
find-
supposed to come back from that?
But I find they excuse the men because they're pretty men.
Yeah.
Oh, of
Like,
course,
man.
always.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But anybody else can get slander. Anyone else can get slander. Anybody.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Hope
Oh,
is pretty,
wait.
but she gets blamed for everything.
She's
Everything.
a girl.
And that's
Yeah.
something that happened with Tyler, because I remember the fights that people would excuse Damon about everything and anything, and then when Tyler did fuck up, he got crucified. And he was like,
Yeah.
So many hate-
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Interesting.
it's like people can't get revenge unless it's their faves, unless it's the white faves. Is that
Klaus?
so like all the boys,
Klaus, Elijah,
Damon,
Cole,
Stefan,
Damon,
Cole,
Stefan. Yeah.
everybody. But when it comes to somebody of color, please
Mm.
trust.
They can never.
Can never.
Remember how much hate Vincent would get on the originals?
Oh my God! Or
I fucking
Marcel,
loved Vincent. I loved Vincent. Vincent's one of my favorites.
literally ate them up.
Got the Bonnie treatment in the
Literally,
originals.
Vincent got the body treatment, and
I wonder why.
yeah, and Landon did too. And I'm sorry, Landon's not white. He's not
Oh
white.
my god.
Oh my God! But they sat there and tried to spice up that.
But yeah, Vincent got the body treatment.
It's
Marcel was
it's so
treated like
bad.
crap.
It's
Even
so
though he didn't like Marcel. He was still treated like crap.
it was so
He
Yep.
still got the body treatment too.
It's
It's
so
so sick.
ridiculous. It's so sick because like these men can do everything for some pussy, but Hope was getting crucified because she wanted her dick. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah.
people like Hope ain't snatched somebody's neck or her own lover. Like, I'm sorry. Like, y'all need to leave me alone. The
Yeah, it's
treatment
the
between men and women
misogyny
is ridiculous. Yes, it's really is
Painted it
ridiculous.
as like a woke thing, but no, you're
Literally,
just
like, they
perpetuating
will,
the same
like,
thing.
Like, they will crucify Bonnie and everything for her having, being mad at certain people, treating her like
Bonnie,
shit.
without Bonnie, these bitches would have died like
They
in
would have
season one.
died. Like did
Every
I?
time.
By the pilot.
Every time.
Oh yeah, Bonnie was the fucking glue that held everything together.
Yep.
Literally, like
And
get off
what
her fucking
she
butt.
got? Nothing. She literally
Nothing.
that
She
scene
didn't get
where
nothing.
She got no love, no nothing, and then she's not even fucking talked about in any of the other shows.
And then
No.
she
Yeah.
goes to Africa.
That was
Bitch,
I
please.
remember that. It was like
Bitch,
why would you
please.
Oh my god.
why you sent her to
They
Africa?
brought
Like
look at the
Africa!
dials of
Are
her
you
blood
trying
like
to
fucking
say
speed
something?
dials.
I was trying to say something.
Hey,
Yeah.
this bitch
The-
said
the
go back
thought
home.
process?
Julie, I'm on your head. Because why would you say that? Because that's so fucked up. Like, and then
Judy
she goes
was
there and then forgets the flight, like, or forgets the main ingredient to go there. Go to him. And then
DVD had so much shit. So wrong shit. Oh
So
The
much
God.
slurs
wrong
in
is
season
like-
1.
Oh, Lord.
That was messy. That was very
No, or them having
the
Bonnie.
slurs.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
The T one.
The T one in season
Ugh.
1.
Yeah, or them having Bonnie like be happy to celebrate some racist ass holiday with them bitches
Yes.
dressing up. I was like, that
Like-
would not happen. I'm sorry, I would not be out here like I wouldn't be slaved up. Like, what is that? Yo,
You know what I
No.
find ironic? You know what I
Hmm?
find ironic is that remember when Julie had mentioned, oh, they didn't want to film around that Confederate statue, blah blah blah.
Oh
but it
yeah.
was right in Stefan and Damon being Confederate soldiers.
Yes.
It's like, yo, and it's never talked about. Like they bring it in as like a backstory, like that shit's so good. Like, oh, he's fighting for the South. Not every vampire in the 1800s got to be fucking people that want to be fighting for the South. And he's at his
It's
big age, at 24,
Overlooking the
25.
fact that they owned slaves.
Dead ass.
Yes.
Is that we saw that? Like you can't just
They
admit it,
literally,
and then we can like
they literally painted across that. It was as if, oh well, Katherine got some blacks
no, she's the
around her.
maid. She's just
Just
the
the
helper,
maid.
whatever. Like
Oh my
Bruh.
god! And when I see people talking about, oh my god, Katherine in its 1800 dress, I'm like, yes, the racist. Like, come on, please. Damn, like you're getting on my fucking nerves. And then
but
everybody,
even the way that they treated Bonnie and her ancestors,
Oh
like they
my-
were tools. That was it. They were slaves and
fools
they were
and
tools.
plots. Like, why was Ketsia treated like shit? Because she wanted to
was
get
a
her
woman
lover
of
back.
color.
She wanted to get her lover back, but damn,
She wanted a white
that-
man. She
yeah,
wanted a
let-
white man.
yeah.
Oh my God.
But Lord Damon chasing after Catherine for like centuries. That's okay. Him going through habit. That's okay. But let it be a woman of color just trying to get revenge. Oh, she a bitter bitch. She need to grow up.
Y'all going to
I
hell.
see through y'all colors.
And then it's basically like Bonnie's entire heritage, her entire like birth line or whatever, all basically slaves to
Was
her white
to
Literally.
help white people.
Literally,
To
to
help
help
white
white-
people. That was
people's
it.
slaves.
to
Like,
help whites. Like she helped the whites so much that she literally lost her white. Not in a sense, but like it makes no fucking sense. I cannot. Like even her and Cassie, you thought they were gonna get some interaction. She's just like, no, become
No.
this little threshold. Like y'all
Just
gonna
want
have.
us-
And then I'll try to have her come back for some type of spin-off tease. No, stay away from Kat. I promise you. Stay the fuck away
No,
from her.
yeah, she
And then
got
and
that.
still in Legacy, y'all use her as a blood bag. Oh well, we got some Bonnie Bennett blood in the closet for an ascendant. How many fucking pints is she donating to y'all? A fucking fountain? Yo, stay away from Bonnie. Bonnie, I
Okay,
got you.
Since
Bonnie,
we're
I got
talking
you.
about Bonnie and we're still kind of on Damon, let's talk about Damon and Bonnie.
Oh yeah.
Their friendship was
Um,
amazing.
I think that's why one of the reasons that I was so like, no, actually no, that's a lie. The reason that I started to ship them was because of this fic on fanfiction.net that is now on AO3. 6 mornings after that, it hasn't been updated since like 2018. A shame, but anyway, it was just a blizzard in New York, and then the 4 of them were stuck together. Stefan, Caroline, Damon, and Bonnie.
Oh.
And I didn't even like Damon at the time because I was pissed. And then I was like, maybe you're right. Maybe the reason that he is the way that he is because of all that trauma and his dad and blah 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 blah. And then I rewatched a couple of episodes, like a whole season or something. And then I was like, maybe I can see why this might seem appealing. And then basically the fic made me ship them.
yeah. I
don't think I would ship them romantically on the show, even though Ian and Kat wanted it to happen.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just gonna say, didn't Ian and Kat want it to happen? Like, weren't they?
Yeah, because they are best friends.
And-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's more controversial
Yeah.
stuff because Julie
Yeah.
was like, no. No,
She's
she's
like,
not gonna
no.
date the black character.
He
Like,
stuck up for her. Like he stood up for her though, right? Like he
yeah,
Yeah,
like
he did.
they're like besties in real life.
So like
And it
Damon is a
showed on
total
screen.
ass, but Ian was actually like a stand-up guy on the outside.
Yeah.
Yes. And the reason also that I really enjoy their friendship, and to this day, like I still believe that Bonnie was, and I hate to say it, but like the way that they treated Bonnie was basically helping other characters to like develop themselves. Because with Damon changed a lot, and even in season 6 when they're going to the prison world,
Yes.
when Elena is like, "Oh, you and Bonnie, who would have thought?" Like, yeah, because not everything revolves around you. Because that's one of like the attitudes that Elena has a lot, especially during that time when she forgot about Damon and was like trying to remember.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really appreciate that.
But like
friendship.
That was about to
the
say like
friendship- yeah, the friendship is amazing.
she truly like she bring him his kind side because she was actually a really good person. And I think Elena and Damon had this that they would bring like the worst side of each other.
Yeah.
And Bonnie actually bring his good side out.
Well, to the point
And she
where
would and Bonnie would like make him like take responsibility for the
For
stuff he
his
did.
actions.
Yeah.
Elena
he
never
was
did
never
that.
afraid to stand up to him and tell him that he was
Yeah.
acting like shit.
And that's why she a queen.
And that's why I love the friendship.
That's why
But
she a
like,
queen.
Yeah.
and then to the point where even he chose Bonnie over Elena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that. That's one of the friendships that like
would choose Elena.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the friendships that developed and you really can see it. Like the development
Yeah.
between like her hating him and stuff like that to like them literally being best friends.
Yeah.
Beautiful. It's
If
like,
it was
still
like on
used to it.
season 3 or 4, Damon would let Bonnie die to stay with Elena.
yeah.
But at season 6, they had such a strong bond that he was like,
And after everything they went through, because did they even ever mention how many months they were in the prison world? Because I can't remember.
I
Like
don't remember.
8 months or something.
Yeah,
They
it
came
was a
out.
long
They came
time.
out in February or something
it
like
was
that.
a while.
I mean, he
and then
did.
Bonnie was left behind after that, so she was
Yes.
even longer.
Yeah, that was
And
so
when
fucking
she came
sad.
back, that scene in 6:15
They
at the
hug?
very end, the
Yeah.
hug, amazing, 10 out of 10. That was
His
immaculate.
smile was so big. It was
yeah,
They were so happy.
he finally found his best friend, you know, real
Yes.
best friend that he took from
Yeah.
Stefan, but you know,
And
he finally
then
found what they felt like.
that's the thing that I liked about them the most, that even though he used her after, when they wanted to keep Kai locked up and all that, and like
Mhm.
at the very end of that season, she called him out, and like
Yes.
nobody ever does that, because Elena justifies or excuses his every action that he ever makes.
Yep.
She puts an excuse,
Even killing
like
her
what
own
you said.
brother.
Yes.
She, like,
So yeah, we love a good bestie.
She was like, he was back. Why would care? He died, but he's still alive. I mean, she would excuse a lot of shit.
Yeah, Gus says the one. She's staying down for her man.
Yeah.
Girl, you
I
gotta
mean,
get up. Like
yeah. I mean, what Linda would do for Hope too.
yeah,
but,
like listen, I literally defend Hope when she did in 308, and I was stuck beside her. So
yeah,
but
I was like,
you know what?
making
But
it
Hope had every right to do that.
she had every right,
every
like
fucking right.
she literally
exactly.
But
what
it
she had
doesn't
to
mean
do.
that we can't point out Hope's faults.
Oh yeah, we
Oh, yeah, of
always do.
course.
Like we always talk about how it's hypocritical
Yeah.
of her to ask Landon to be her boyfriend, and then the next
Yeah.
episode distance herself from him. Like that was weird.
And
That
like
was
that's
so
that's all we're
fucked up.
doing here. Like we have like ships that we like, but like we can
We
tell
know
when
we're
stuff
not
are
delusional.
wrong.
Yeah, we're not
we're not
delusional. To, like,
delusional, exactly.
yeah, we're not delusional to paint it as like everything's black. You know, everything's like crystal clear.
Everything's
like,
perfect. Every
yeah,
ship is
like,
perfect.
every
And
No.
we
yeah,
can have differing opinions and still be
Yeah.
friends about it.
literally,
Yeah.
like you're watching it proof.
Don't
so,
talk
yeah.
about the lane, I'll kill you. No, just kidding.
Yes, what else do you have to say about Damon?
Yeah,
Got the knife out. She's ready.
You're free range. Is
Yeah,
ready.
you can. You're free to Slender.
Go ahead. I know you have lots.
Go easy because I didn't trash Stefan.
Oh,
She has
Stefan deserves a lot of trashing, but
Oh yeah, damn. Well, maybe Vic can come in at the end and do
We can trash the brothers. Trash both brothers.
yeah, they're both.
Yeah. Fuck
Shit.
the Salvatore brothers. Caroline and Elena should marry each other.
This is getting ready. She's like fixing her computer. She's
My time is here to shine.
Yes.
Go.
Okay. I'll be honest with you. I started off the show, like, didn't think too much of Damon. I didn't really care that he was there. I didn't really pay attention to anything. But with the stuff with Caroline, really like made me realize that I'm never gonna like this guy. Like, I don't care what kind of redemption arc he has or whatever. I will say though, I didn't hate his relationship with Bonnie. I agree. I shipped them together. I thought they would have been cute together. And that's the only time I could tolerate Damon, was when he's with Bonnie. Like, that's literally the only time that I could be like, oh, he's on my screen. Otherwise, I literally skip everything that he's in. I don't want to word this wrong because I know that people watch this and they're going to videotape it and they're going to screenshot it.
Oh yeah,
whatever.
they're already obsessed with you.
And
So
they're obsessed with me.
carefully.
For me, Damon was just like, I mean, both brothers will. I will call Stefan out on his shit. I'm not like that type of guy type of girl who won't do that. Like, I'll do that for any character besides Hope. Anyway, sorry. I know you guys will do it, but Hope is my baby. I will never like call her out on shit. Maybe that's just because of Danielle. But Damon, just for me, like, his relationship, it made me hate him more when he was with Elena. Maybe that's because I hate Elena too. I know, like, I'm sorry, Vit. I know you love her. I just can't stand her. She was whiny. She complained too much. I just couldn't, like, and when she was with Damon, double homicide. I'm telling you right now, them two together, it's like, you got too much with both of them. Like, for me, especially, like, as you said, season 5, I could not get through season 5. It was so bad. The back and forth between the both of them, like, stop whining, stop complaining. You guys literally, like, fighting, fucking, and then doing other things. Like, it's like constant, like, going like this.
Yeah,
it's annoying.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started about the fucking sire bond. I can go on about that shit like for ages.
I mean,
okay?
I get it because that's how I feel about Josie. So
oh, don't bring up Josie because I can go on a tangent about that as well. No, what I'm saying is,
I'm sorry, I don't want to laugh. But
Oh my God,
when you said that they were fighting and then fucking and then going to like
Yeah,
teacher
seriously,
conference, that was an entire episode. That was 5, 6,
Literally.
I think. Literally.
That
It was
because
fighting,
you're-
fucking, go
Right,
back
like,
and forth.
That's something that I would eat up in a fan.
Oh,
my
God.
other thing with Damon is, like, I saw this both ways with Damon and Stefan, but Stefan, this is my boy because I love Stefan. I will also call him out on this shit. Speaking about the bridge thing, which we'll talk about later. But still, the whole, like, him killing Jeremy, him killing Lexi, all just because Damon never really cared about anything
Anybody
but
but himself. Yeah.
He literally never, like, if it didn't benefit him, he wasn't gonna do it. And every time that something inconvenienced him, he went on, like, okay, for an example, yes, I understand he was going through shit with Katherine or whatever, but when Elena didn't kiss him,
Oh yeah.
he killed her brother in front of her. And he said that the ring was there. I don't believe for a fucking second he thought the ring was there, but that's just my personal opinion. And then Lexi, all because he wanted to get in good grace with the sheriff, be like, oh, it's a vampire, I had to. No, you didn't. You just did it because you had to protect yourself. I can see why people like Damon, and I'm not gonna, like, push you and tell you guys that you can't like him. It's your own opinion. I just personally think that this man was probably one of the worst TVD universe characters out of the entire 3 shows.
Valid.
Season 8, I don't even want to talk about season 8. Damon in season 8. Damon after season 5.
Do you want better? Damon in season 7.
I don't remember season 7 very well.
Blessed be.
And my brain is being blessed right now. But yes, back to season 5 with Damon and Elena. What was that?
Horny bitches.
Why? The opening? We didn't need to see that. Stefan here is going, I'm alive, but I'm dead. And then they're couch. They're fucking on the couch while Stefan is dying over and over and over again, which I know they don't know about, but still, it's like going from like
That was
that was iconic though, because they were fucking like the entire day, and then Jeremy showed up like I left like 4 hours ago, and he was like trying not to look. That was
They were fucking the whole summer.
What was the reason? Yeah, like I said, they were fucking fighting.
No, but that summer was Stefan left.
It was the honeymoon phase.
Yeah. That was the honeymoon phase. They were fucking 24/7, and then after that,
they could have fun, whatever. But like,
after when Stefan came back and he was with the amnesia thing, then they had the whole fighting, fucking, and then doing other stuff. That was mid-season 5-ish, before the travelers showed up with Kitsia, and
they literally fought until Damon fucking died. No words.
They fought.
They weren't even together when he died. When he died.
Awesome.
Keep going.
Okay. Okay.
She was having the time of her life.
I'm having a great time right now. This is like pent up energy that I've been wanting to get out forever. Okay. First of all, I just want to point out one of my best friends is a Damon fan. She's like obsessed with Damon. She loves Ian Somerhalder. Ian's another story. I don't want to get into him story, but. And we've always had this discussion because I'm a Stefan girl and she's a Damon girl and whatever. But season 6 with the whole like memories thing, I'm not gonna lie, sorry, but I was so happy when she erased those memories. One time I actually liked Alaric. But I also
You're going to jail.
I'm sorry. But see, like, okay.
This is so funny. Oh my god.
Okay. Didn't I remember this? I said I thought they were gonna do that with Hope in Landon when he died. And I was like, if they pull this, I'm gonna be so freaking mad. I don't care how good it would have been to see like that kind of thing. I did not want that for them at all. I hated it for Delena. Well, first, I love the fact that she didn't have her memories, but I hate how they brought it back. For what reason? The fucking kiss in the hallway that they fucking had, where after Sheriff Forbes or whatever was in the hospital, in the middle, really? Making that
realization.
Wait. I just remembered. That's 613. Yeah, that was fucked up of them. That was actually fucked up of them. I do remember that one. But the lighting though.
Realization of that. Oh, I was like, someone's dying in a hospital.
When people
it wasn't. It was 611. It was 611 because 613 was the bear scene, and then Stay is the next one when
she almost died and then she came back.
Yeah. I really thought that she was gonna die. I was like, not in front of her salad.
Sorry,
not in front of her dead salad. Like no. But it was pretty.
I despise this man so much. I will never. I've literally made a TikTok video about this that went kind of viral, where people were like, "Oh, how can you hate?" It was literally like the TikTok was like, what's one TVD character like you never wish existed or whatever?" And I put Damon, and the amount of Damon and Elena fans that came. Like, listen, I get it. You guys like him. You guys can go like him. Just don't like come at me for disliking him. You know what I mean? Like, I have my reasons, and I know that people have their reasons for liking characters that are disliking characters that I like. Like, I'm not going to tell you not to like a character, except if it's Landon Kirby. But other than that,
I have a reason for that. Y'all just better bitches.
Or Hope Michelson. Those two, you come, I'm coming for you. So be on the lookout for that. But anyways, I have watched this show maybe 5 or 6 times all the way through seasons 1 through 8. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, 8. But anyways, I will never, ever like Damon Salvatore. It's never going to happen. Nothing will ever change my mind. Did I tolerate his scenes with Bonnie? Yes, I did, because they were actually kind of cute. If I got past the fact that he did the shit that he's done in the past, like, I actually thought that was cute. It's scenes that I didn't want to skip, or I didn't want to, gouge my eyes out when I watched. But like,
gouge your eyes out. I'm sorry.
Damon, for me, like I said, he just always had to make it about him. and like make people feel bad for him, which is something that Elena kind of did in a way as well. And I guess that's why they work so well together or whatever. I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and say, you know, like their relationship didn't make sense, because it did. They're both terrible. Never mind. But like, still, for me, I can't ship them. I never will ship them. I never liked Damon. And I feel better.
The fact that he should have died will haunt me forever.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that. Okay, let's get into that part right there. I know that Paul will have a different discussion about Paul Wesley, because we needed to have a discussion.
Give me
the fact
10
that
minutes
Damon
in a room with
Salvatore,
him and
the
Kevin
fact
Williamson.
that Damon Salvatore, a man who came into this show compelling Caroline to do things with him, grown ass fucking man, got a happy ending. It's not even about Stefan. I don't care. Stefan can die. I mean, I love Stefan. Don't get me wrong. But like, the fact that this man got a happy ending, for what? Why? Because he can have a child now that's going to be possibly mentioned or whatever in later shows. Yeah, just because you named her Stephanie doesn't mean I will forgive you.
Stephanie, out of all the names they could have gone with.
That was a smack in the face.
The way that they
Damon would
spelled
never.
That was a smack.
Damon
Damon, that's the
never
thing.
name
Damon
his-
would never
Would
name
never name his child Stephanie.
Right,
Literally.
Right, with the girl that he was
Any
fighting his brother with.
memories of his brother that has to do with his wife? No,
He would never.
he
Right, like
doesn't care.
that's out of
Oh
pocket.
no!
does
One
not-
thing you can say, he cares about his brother.
They have a very
I have
unhealthy-
another
Yeah,
opinion on
very
that, but I'm not gonna-
dysfunctional relationship.
I have always said this. I'm not saying that Damon does not care, but Stefan always cared more. And I will stand by that's my point. That's my opinion. I'm just saying.
All right, so
I
now
don't agree.
who is next?
We cannot agree, but it is my point.
I
Anyways.
think
Who is the next?
they care about
let's-
each other in different ways. But let's go with the next. Who's next?
Who's next? Do you want to be Caroline or Bonnie? I guess Bonnie. Bonnie.
Yeah,
since
Bonnie.
my
We
dad
talked
was
about
in, like,
Bonnie.
little relationships. Let's do the first one. Jeremy. Jeremy, you can go to hell.
Cursed jail.
You
Like,
thought-
what the fuck
A
is that?
ghost. A ghost.
He
bitch.
was a child?
A
He was
ghost.
what? 13, 15, 14?
He was
Yeah.
How old was he?
I think he was 16 and she was 17 or
16.
something like that, or
Yeah.
16?
And she was 18, I think.
17,
Okay,
18.
yeah, that's
I-
technically not that bad, but no.
I also did not like Jeremy, so I just
Oh, look,
That
we can all
man gotta
agree.
go.
yeah.
That man was trash.
I did
I
not
was
like Jeremy
such a-
either.
I was
He
such
was
a Jeremy and
cheating on
Bonnie
her.
shipper because he kind of respects
Nah,
her, but then he
I-
wasn't fucked up with a ghost, a damn ghost.
But
Like,
wasn't
be
he
serious,
16
Jeremy.
in season 1?
a ghost.
What?
Jeremy being 15 in season 1, I think.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he was
See,
15.
I did like Anna, but she was cute, so
I never liked Anna. I don't know.
Like,
Honestly,
like,
this some
you
side
gotta-
characters are just like, okay, let's
you
go through it.
gotta-
You're gonna
you
die.
you got a bad bitch witch, and you decide to fuck a goat. To cheat on a goat.
oh, I didn't like that. I didn't
Exactly.
like the whole Jeremy cheating on a goat with a goat.
Casper. You messing with Casper
Anna
now?
aside, Anna as like a separate character, like
Yeah.
aside, I
I
was
didn't really like Jeremy, period. He
I
was
didn't
just
like-
annoying.
But honestly, one thing you can say is Jeremy was the only person actually reacting after Bonnie died. That man was a mess.
I'll give him that.
He was a mess. I mean, yeah. And then the fact he was the one who could see her ghost walking to town, and he was the one who knew she was dead. That shit must hurt. And he had to hide from everyone that she
No,
died.
but Jeremy being all hung up on fucking Vicky, like
That was disgusting.
That was
Let that
Vicky?
like
Yeah.
why like he just was
Why you hang up on all these old white women? Is there mommy
all these
issues?
white women, like you got a whole woman
I
right, a
think
queen right
the
there named Bonnie.
writers were projecting
Let's call
some
Freud.
of their issues.
They were
Let's
they
call
were-
Freud. Freud can answer.
Like what it was just
Because-
it was white is right because there's just no fucking way. There's no way. Vic, I don't care about Jeremy.
And they were pushing for it too.
They was pushing. They threw a whole.
Why put Bonnie with this scrawny ass white male? Like,
right, and then have her forget. Next,
Bonnie and
that
we
guy,
already talked about Bonnie and Damon.
Bonnie and
that witch, that warlock. Remember him? Luca? Is that his name? No.
Luke, the gay witch
No.
thing?
The one with the where he
What
should
did Bonnie get?
channel more power,
Oh,
and she channeled
the
it through him.
teacher?
No.
Oh, yeah, I think he was the black guy with the green eyes. Was that one?
wasn't that some related to her? No.
Yeah,
He was actually
they
oozing
were
her, right?
related.
They were
I'm
related.
pretty
Were
sure
they
they were
related?
related.
They were
I
related.
don't think so.
They were
Oh,
related.
wow.
Oh,
They were
never
related.
mind.
They were cousins.
They were
Never
Girl,
related.
mind.
your white
Never
side
mind.
came out like, wow.
Alabama. I was like, not the cousin,
That's so much.
not the cousin.
Oh my god.
Like
Yeah, they're related.
they were
Never
related,
mind
right?
then. I thought they had some sort of
And,
thing.
you know, you knew they was related because his ass died right after. So they don't waste no time killing people of color off the show. So you know he was gone.
They really said we
was-
both
Yeah.
are gays and
Right.
people with melanin.
Right.
Didn't
said-
people
Let me.
didn't people ship her with Silas?
Yes.
They did what? Yes, they
With
did.
Silas.
Oh my God. They just
They-
And with
they
Kai
shipped-
too.
With Kai, yeah, I was about to say.
Oh
like,
yeah, they shipped her with
that's-
Kai.
No.
That man was so wrong with her.
Are you serious?
Yes.
No, okay. So next Enzo. Let's get the good positive ones out the way.
Let's get to Enzo with the man who loved her.
Amazing.
Nenzo.
The best ship of all time. The tension, the excellence, the development. I wish we got to see more before they did a little time jump tease. Hands down, her end game. I don't care what y'all saying. The fact that he died because Stefan Funk booty ass. I don't care what was wrong with him. He deserved to go to hell.
They fucked up with the cure
that was-
too. Because how come just a syringe with a little bit of blood, like what, 100 ml, you get the cure, and then how come in season 5 they had to drain Katherine to be cured? That made no fucking
Yeah.
sense. They just needed.
Dumb. And they robbed me out of my. That was one of the happiest things.
That was so
finally happened.
unnecessary.
you
It
just
was just-
mentioned
killed.
you just mentioned two of the
Another.
worst seasons. So
It was basically just how can we fuck up Bonnie's life again?
Yes.
Right. So we can
And-
somehow have her benefit us by making a
Make
fucking
Stefan pay, and then they retcon like a shit ton of stuff. Like, oh my god, that season is just not it. It really isn't.
the fact that David sat here and was like, oh yeah, there's gonna be amazing things coming for Bonnie in the interview. Bitch,
And
I
never
don't know her
happened.
name. I don't know her name. But trust, you will be dealt with because you're not seeing heaven's gates. You sat there, you couldn't let Kat
Be
show her
happy?
talent in music. You couldn't let her have a boyfriend. You couldn't let Damon because the wife would be mad.
The
Fuck
thing,
you.
even with Nora, we were so rubbed. Like they were
Just for her
there
to
was tension
die.
there.
Just for her to die. Like y'all really just don't care. But somehow
People are
these white
shipping her
people
and Cole
can
too.
keep getting resurrected. I don't understand. Y'all sit here and let Bonnie literally have no love interest while Elena and fucking Katherine, Caroline out here just playing whack-a-mole with brothers and shit while fucking Bonnie has no love life. She just having a relationship with death. You're kidding.
Bonnie, best character TVD, but also the plot device of TVD.
Like,
Yeah, the plot, literally a
sense.
plot device.
Like, everyone talking about something. I just cannot believe this shit. Like, she literally had to watch him die. Like, and then Steph was like, peace. Like, and dip. You know what, Stefan, you're not seeing heaven gates. I know you're not. I don't care. You're not.
I mean,
seeing
he
heaven
went to
gates.
peace.
but he did.
He
And then,
should not
and
be at
then,
peace.
well,
Oh,
not
God.
even the fact that all of these white characters died and they all came back through Bonnie. They all had to come
Right.
back through Bonnie, and the one person she loved the most, couldn't fucking come back.
Bitch!
Was stuck in limbo.
That they
Most
knew what they were
unrealistic thing
doing.
is that Damon.
What?
Tyler came back and Damon came back. Like all of these people came back and they had to come back through weakening Bonnie. She was
She felt
basically a
pain
fucking
every
doorway.
time somebody went
She was
through
Every
a
her.
time.
fucking doorway. She was used as a doorway First, she was used as a stool, and now she was used as a doorway.
And then when she lost her powers in season 8,
they
Lord.
are
Lord.
going to hell.
Yeah.
Y'all going to hell. Julie, I don't know. I can't believe you sat here and try to like justify your actions.
But
Girl,
that
Bonnie literally took L's every season. Like, this is unbelievable. Like, we got Lena crying every fucking day about which person she gonna date, and then you got Bonnie over here just
losing her mom, losing her grandma,
losing her cousin.
No, because one of the most like for me, one of the most heartbreaking scenes with Bonnie was when she was in the bed with her grandma, and she like that scream that she let out. She was like, Elena. I was like, I wanted to hug her.
You know,
I wanted to fucking hug her.
You know what was fucked up? Is that Bonnie was dead and her body was in that fucking cave and no one fucking knew. No one fucking questioned the fact that she wasn't around.
Fake
From
ass
that
friends.
Jeremy was writing emails or messages or whatever, and nobody questioned anything either.
Yeah, realize.
Fake ass people. If it ain't Bella, Bonnie should have just teleported and let everybody fucking burn. And Mr. Close. Everybody getting lit up.
And Bonnie was fucking watching her
point,
friends live a life without her.
Right. Attending a whole ass.
No wonder she's not
wedding.
around anymore.
She's in Africa because that's what they thought was a good ass option for her. But somehow she's still giving the people blood at school. So she's shipping
That's
that
just
shit
not
via mail.
They have her on blood speed dial.
Right, via
They're
package.
still using her. And that's the most fucked up thing.
That's the most fucked up part. But yes, let's make a Bonnie spinoff. Like, you're
Legacy's did a
insane.
whole fucking TVD musical and not once was Bonnie
It's
mentioned.
not even a her.
Landon mentioned her, I think.
No, yeah.
But on the musical, she didn't have any.
But she didn't.
Did you notice that she was like a background character? Like,
Yeah.
she carried.
Yeah. Like I just, them writers is not.
And that's Landon's fault, remember?
I cannot believe it. I can't believe it. But they didn't put Bonnie in a play, but they made sure to talk about the fucking heretics and travelers. Like, who gives a fuck about them? Because what's gonna show us it in the play? The fuck that came out that season 7 and fucking 6.
Well, no, the play was all about fucking Elena.
Right.
Oh gosh.
Another Josie show.
Yeah, it's the Josie show. Even the interviews, like, anyway, that's a whole nother thing.
That's
even
not
the
even.
interviews was like,
I can't. Oh yeah. Oh, that's why it's time talking about who's team Stefan and Damon. Why they fucking forgot Bonnie? Like, y'all are
not even Tyler was in it. Tyler was also a background character.
I can't like,
and that's just very telling. Like, you only look at the white characters.
I don't give a shit. Yeah, when it comes to the whites, they will show it up.
They will
show it up. They will go all out. Like, this is fucking dumb. But next on the list, is the ones that don't matter, such as
because the K words.
If you're shipping her with Kai,
Cole and Kai.
And I've seen some people on TikTok talking about how her and Klaus would have been good.
No.
Immediately no.
Why are people so obsessed with abusive relationships?
I don't understand.
What happened? What's going on up here?
Like, why? Like you would think that all the shit she went through, she would have wanted to be with somebody that's less problematic, and y'all putting her with men that is one step away from hurting her because they get mad over fucking shit. Like, you imagine
it's like people will say that a healthy relationship is boring. Like, why? Because you see two people love each other.
Yeah, the last thing I need is for Klaus to get mad because the sun shine and then he slaps me. This is what I'm talking about.
That was the reason why people hated Handon, is because they want to get the
toxic.
Not toxic. Handon was not toxic, and they were together from the beginning, and that's what people hated. If
they were not used to that trope. They were not used to that trope.
If Landon was a bad boy, they would have eaten.
They ship her with fucking Clark because of that.
Yeah,
like exactly. he literally took trying to take possession of her body to kill her, and they're like, "Oh my god, the hatred, girl." He's with Trudy, and Hope is not with that old ass man with that.
Even Nick, who plays Clark,
don't even like it. He said no.
Nick who plays Clark was like, I feel like they have a great friendship, and I was
not
like,
even that. Like,
so funny.
He literally blackmailed him into helping her in season 4, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, look how happy he is to be Clark."
Tried to steal her fucking body. He was going to insert himself into her body and steal her life.
Literally. But yes, it's so cute because she makes him feel like Clark and not where the fuck his real name is. You're going to jail with these white men, okay? Stop. Because why would she be interested in Clark, the AKA Hand, the #1 warrior? Every minute he talked to Hope. Landon? Oh, I thought you and Landon were going to make it. Sir.
And Kai, okay, but going back to Kai, Kai's a fucking sociopath. He cannot feel love. Why are you shipping her with someone who literally cannot feel?
And the compilations of him, him being hurt because she rejected him. What?
No.
Yo, get out of here.
He was a sociopath. What do you think he's gonna do? Is like, fucking fall in love and all of a sudden things are gonna change and he's gonna be like,
they thought he was gonna be like fucking Damon. That's what they thought they were gonna be like. Like that is literally insanity to me. And
check the chat. Nash, keep talking.
Yeah.
I got you off. I'm sorry, you lost your train of thought.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I just found the dude that I think you were talking about before, Jamie.
The eyes.
It's Bonnie's adoptive stepbrother.
I thought she was gonna talk about the guy that like was helping her with Matt, like the
Wait, no, that wasn't him. The one you sent me.
No,
that's not the one you're talking about. You're talking about the one that was helping with the magic.
With the magic.
Yeah, with the magic.
With the dad.
Ain't he white? Was he white?
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
They're not related, right?
No,
I don't think so.
See? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna find him.
Oh yeah, he's white. Yeah, I
he's
found
white.
him. They bonded over the fact that they were both
Bro,
witches.
it didn't even matter. All them ships is non-existent.
Yeah, no, they don't exist. Bonnie, the one ship that I wish we had gotten to explore was Bonnie and Nora.
It's her and Nora.
Yeah, Bonnie and Nora, yes.
That would have been it. That would have been it, because Nora, Bonnie.
I was eating it up. Like I didn't even like Mary Louise because she was a bitch. But how can you be gay and be homophobic at the same time? That was the vibes that I was getting.
She said internalized.
You can ask.
Look at Mickey from Shameless. Anyways, if you guys haven't seen that, you would understand that. Never mind.
Well, we also got it's currently something going on right now with
literally.
Yes. Oh, right. Because they invalidate every day. But
there is a way to be gay and homophobic.
The legacy fandom
knows. Yeah. They know.
Yeah, the legacy fandom is to the T. The next one is obviously Caroline. I feel like we talked with her and Damon, her and Stefan.
Caroline and who's else?
Oh, Matt.
Oh no, Matt deserves to be with no.
Oh, we didn't even talk.
No, Matt is a cop.
See, I said this on
that should be enough.
I said this on Naj's live. Like, I had no feelings towards Matt. Like, I didn't hate him. I didn't like him. I didn't like.
He was like there.
I was just there, and I didn't really pay attention to him. But him and Caroline was an absolute fucking no for me. Like, just no words.
The fact that you're dating your best friend's, like you're dating your ex's best friend, like you're fucking dumb.
Yeah.
But they don't care. The Vampire Diaries told me that your relationship can be strong even if you go ahead and date your friend's ex. That's what I pretty much showed me. Like, damn, imagine me doing that.
But that scene where she sings Eternal Flame to Matt was so cute.
Like, is Candace's voice? Yes. But I didn't really give a fuck about them.
Yeah, I met and her. No, sir, not me.
Why would you do that?
I'm gonna make that our thumbnail.
Oh, what would you do that?
Also with her and Tyler.
No, I hated Tyler too.
See, I hate Tyler, so I can't even talk about him. I'm not even gonna go on it.
It was
It's
okay.
not worth my time.
It was okay.
It was something.
On a scene.
It was something fun for the girlies.
It was something for the girls to get into temporarily.
Honestly, I never really care much about Caroline's ships and stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
like for me, I just liked her and Stefan.
I just didn't care. I mean, I didn't mind them.
There's one ship that I'm just gonna sit back and let Iz.
Oh yeah, me too.
I'm not gonna.
Wait. I do have words to say about Tyler and Caroline. I think that when they got together, I think it was like season 3. they worked. I mean, they were together when they were supposed to at the time, character development wise.
Yeah.
Do I think that Caroline was in the wrong for sleeping with Klaus, even though she knew that he had killed his mom? Absolutely, yes. Do I think that she deserved to be treated like that coming from Tyler that one time when Stefan punched him in season 5? No, that wasn't called for. But like they were both in the wrong, but also Tyler was used by Klaus.
Yeah.
And I know you're probably gonna mention that scene, but that was still rapey. But other than that, I didn't really care much about them. Like they were together because they had to. They grew,
Caroline
and
did
now they're
help-
friends.
She did
No,
help
she's
Tyler a
Dead.
lot, like come to terms
Yeah.
with what it,
Yeah.
like his werewolf
Werewolf.
side and everything. So I mean, that
Like-
was needed, I guess. But
Yeah, it made sense when it
It made sense-
happened.
it made sense for the time that they were in, like both of them
Yes.
being like newbies to what they were.
Did I
Especially what happened.
care? And did I think that they were gonna be endgame or something? No.
No.
I was already in too deep with Stefan and Caroline by that time. So I was like, I'm just waiting for them to break up, and that's it.
I feel like I came into the show just not knowing which one was in game, and I just really didn't care which one was the in game. I just wanted to see what was going to happen.
But
but,
also, yeah, and then by the time season 5 came along, and she gave him the ultimatum of being like, if you leave, that's it, we're done. I was eating that up simply because Stefan had no memories, and he still was down bad for Caroline without knowing like shit. So I enjoyed that very much.
I have my own opinion on Tyler, especially after what happened with Haley, but that's like we'll talk about that when we get to the originals.
Yeah, that's an original.
We will talk about that when we get to the originals, when we
Oh.
do an originals video about it. But like I just have like, for me, Tyler, like he's got like all that, you know, fucked up issues with his dad and like what happened
Yeah.
with his dad and stuff, which I'm not gonna
Fathers.
be like that person who sits there and like doesn't approach that when I think about him, like because he did have
Yeah.
to go through a lot of shit when he was, you know, going through with his
As
dad.
always.
But like I just thought, first of all, he just, for me, just didn't treat Caroline right in a way. Like I just don't see how he did. I mean, there's some points where they did have cute moments or whatever, and he did like, but other times it's just,
his anger issues.
yeah, that was gonna say that. I
Werewolf.
wouldn't say anger issues because he was a werewolf. He's
I mean, yeah.
you know,
But that shouldn't be an excuse.
that
Yeah.
shouldn't be an excuse.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like kind
the
of
way
like in a
he-
way like Finch, like with Ethan, and like which
Yeah.
she went, you know, like Finch having those anger issues and him not knowing what she was and everything like that, and her thinking that she's the only one, while Tyler was like sitting here like not even knowing that he was, you know, a wolf.
Because,
and then
like,
you know, who did he kill again?
Tyler?
Yeah,
that girl in the, didn't he kill that girl in like the cornfield or something?
No,
No, he
the girl
almost
fell
did.
off with
He
stars.
almost did, right? And then because he was gonna trigger his curse again, and then
The last time he killed someone and triggered it again was Liv.
Yeah. The first time the girl fell upstairs.
oh yeah, right, she fell
Yep.
down the stairs. Yeah.
but yeah, so I'm not gonna sit like I don't like Tyler. But I'm not gonna sit here like, I don't know, like bash him like I did Damon. Sorry,
See,
but
I don't like Tyler either. I didn't like the way he treated Vicky. It was very abusive.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot he dated Vicky.
And the thing is I'm
How-
sorry, but yes, he has traumas, but you can't blame his
Excuse
traumas
that,
on
yeah.
the way that he acted, because like my uncle grew up in an abusive home and he is the least abusive person. Like you can't say that because he grew up that way that that's how he's going to treat other people. Some people do, yes, but not all people do.
Mm.
Can't say that is the reason why he was acting, and you can't even use the werewolf side as a legitimate reason, because there are plenty of people who are werewolves
Yeah.
who do not act like that.
kind of like in
Like-
another way, I guess you could say it is Jed and Tyler are kind of alike in a way,
Yeah. And
the
like
way
you can
that
say
but
were brought up.
Jed's story was a lot more
Yeah.
moving
But I mean,
forward than
you
Tyler's
can say
was.
that's the reason, but like that can be said doesn't mean that it's right, because there's people that change the narrative, that break the cycle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So like it's something that can move him closer, or like it pushes him forward to that step that he could be like that and keep the cycle going, but it doesn't mean that it's the reason that he's, you know, keeping the cycle going.
Yeah, I remember that he used to lash out like a lot with Caroline, and I always have been like, they're not gonna last, they're not gonna last. So yeah, I'm a little bit surprised that they lasted as long as they did, like 2 whole seasons and a half. No, a little bit over 2 seasons. 2 seasons.
Tyler and Caroline.
Yeah.
He was like her big love before Stefan.
Yeah, like the longest and most solid, I guess, relationship.
I mean,
Matt doesn't really
that's
count.
true. Caroline also had a lot of growing up to do in between that time.
Yeah.
And so Tyler did help her in that sense.
They helped each other because of how they were.
Because like that's the whole point, is you learn from your mistakes, and if you don't make the mistakes, you can't learn, right? And you can't grow from them. So like Caroline and Tyler weren't meant to be, but at the time they needed each other in order to learn what it is, learn what they wanted, like later on, or who they wanted to be or whatever. So like I didn't know Tyler, but
next is Caroline.
Go ahead.
Is you want to go first, or?
I really don't want to talk about them because I don't want to get associated myself with the fandom, because I hate the fandom. I like the ship, but I'm also not that toxic one who sits there and like bullies other, you know,
tells Leah to get her and die,
like things like that. Like I'm not one of those. I'm just also a sucker for that. Anyways, but I don't know. I think it's also because the fact that I love Klaus and I love Caroline, and I guess like the idea of them two together just like always caught my eye, especially like from the beginning when they started interacting in the Vampire Diaries. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to speak any more about it because I don't want to get called out about it by the fandom or whatever. I just ship them, and that's on period. So.
Yeah, I mean,
one ship I hated was Caroline. You can go, Nash. I have words for them.
I once again I don't really get, if anybody can have claim a toxic ship like how people claim Elena, Caroline is my toxic ship out of the fandom. I love the tension between them, like the chemistry was amazing, and like the scenes, like all the times that they're so fucking close, you're like, you want to kiss or not? But like I'm not one of those fandoms, obviously. I mean, I barely post about them. I don't post about them at all. I just admire from afar because of the stuff that I've heard about from the fandom and how they like even like dragged Hope and stuff like that. Like I don't associate myself with that fandom at all. I just admire. I do think that, you know, obviously I'm not delusional and assume there's going to be endgame or shit like that. I think that it was a tenseful thing, you know, all this tension building up and like this animosity towards like her supposed to be hating him and then him being fascinated by how much he hates him and him like, you know, obviously not giving up on her. I love that. So I was eating that shit up, but I know where to stand in the level of don't be delusional. So yeah, that's where I'm at. But they were hot and they were iconic, and that sex scene in the forest ate the fuck up. It ate down. Sorry, Tyler.
Sorry, Tyler. I did enjoy them. I mean, when they had sex on the woods, I think they lost like they lost what, I don't know. I think I lost the interest in them after that. And then Klaus went to New Orleans and meet Camille, and we saw how different is his relationship with Camille than Caroline. And I literally saw like, oh, that's how Klaus really loved someone. And he had like some affection for Caroline. And she was like the beginning of him seeing that sometimes he could be good, but like he still made stuff to hurt her. So seeing like him and with Camille was actually what made me stop shipping Caroline, I think. And how different we could see like from these two relationships, and like what Pia say, like I grew up this ship and to an unhealthier ship that was Camille and stuff. And that's what I can say about Caroline. I mean, all the hate I have for them is because of the fandom. It's literally one of the toxic fandom out there.
See, I never shipped Klaus with anyone until I fell in love with Cami. Like, I was okay with Klaus. I was kind of like indifferent to Klaus in the Vampire Diaries. I liked the bad boy thing. I wasn't in love with him. I liked that he was this evil, entity that was like coming in and like I liked that. But as a villain, I liked him as a villain. And then it was in the originals where I started to like really see him as an actual like character and not just a villain. But I fell in love with Cami from like the first episode she was in, and then like Camille is like, when we get into the originals.
So you guys got to carry the originals because I really didn't ship anybody in the originals.
Yeah.
So
they're my babies. I fucking love Cami. Love her so much.
Yeah. They're gonna have to take
as
that
long
one
as
to
we
the
can all
kid.
agree who Klaus's true love is. Hope. Thank you.
Yeah.
In a non-incestuous way, please.
Yeah,
don't.
you know what I meant. Like the
Yeah,
reason why
Yeah.
he's changed so
Yeah.
much, the reason why
Because of
he's
Hope,
able to
yeah.
love again, it's literally because of Hope. Just like
Yeah.
may she not rest in peace, Aurora. Like sorry, but
Fuck her.
she even said
Fuck
like
her.
she wanted what Hope had, like that thing to change, be the reason why Klaus changed. And as long as we can all agree, I'm good on that.
I mean,
I
people
don't, but
agree.
like we can't
People
agree
don't
to disagree.
Yeah. Caroline is the one ship that I never shipped. And not even counting the fandom, is the one ship that I hate the most. Not even counting the fandom. Simply because I just don't see it how it can be. I mean, I guess I see how it can be appealing in the sense that people sometimes are drawn to this enemies to lovers thing.
Mhm.
Personally, not my thing at all. Like when I see red flags, and probably is due to my upbringing and all the shit that I saw growing up, but immediately the first red flag, you're done. You're not, no. So no, the whole thing, like when people use certain scenes for edits, the scene before it was Klaus inflicting some kind of pain to Caroline, and then at the same apologizing and being like, oh, but actually, ha ha ha, I was just kidding, when he impaled her with a lamp, and then when bitten the whole bite thing, and then saving her
He
for her
basically
birthday, all
bribed
that.
her to save her life, though. Like,
Yeah, like she was on her deathbed, and it's just a bunch of little things that I was like, why are we doing this? Why is this a thing? The whole it's your first love, I'm gonna be your last, might be romantic in like books, but to me that was like the creepiest shit that I've ever heard and seen ever. I was like, how old was I?
to me,
Like 13, 14? And I was like, what the fuck is this?
To me, it felt less like love and more like possession.
Obsession. Yeah. Just because Caroline was the one who told him no, and he became obsessed with that idea of like, I've never been told no before, so that's like a challenge for you to pursue. And I was just not into it at all. And then the fandom is like this whole another thing. We know
fandoms.
Yeah.
We know what the fandoms can be like.
It's funny how history repeats itself with legacies and a certain fandom. But
I know who they are.
Lord, I can't wait to do that.
Giggles.
I can't wait to do that legacy ship. Lord,
giggles.
can't wait.
And the last thing I'll say about them is that season 5 of the originals, they had Caroline acting a completely different way. TVD Caroline would have smacked Toe Caroline. And all of, for what? Fan service?
Yeah,
for like
pretty much.
5 minutes, a
Yeah.
chin kiss.
And we ate
And
that shit up.
then that was it. Yeah, I mean, as you should, because
I ate that
content,
shit
the
up.
last content that you got. But it was fucked. No. They changed a lot of characteristics of Caroline. Caroline being mad at Stefan after 10 years, even after she said that she understood. Anyway, stupid is what I'm saying. Yeah. Who else?
Okay, I think.
Caroline and Alaric, we already talked about.
No,
that.
yeah.
No.
Yeah, Jeremy is not important. Alert, hell no. We're not wasting time on that man. If anything,
Damon, no. Tyler, we already went through. Caroline almost had a thing with Enzo because the writers tried to, but like no, just because he has an accent, he's not Klaus. Let's not.
Yeah, they tried to go down that route, but they didn't eat the plate.
Who else
But
was there?
Lily.
I mean, we technically did Elena as the main ones that Ian.
Well, we did Damon and Elena and Stefan and Elena, but we didn't do Elena and Matt.
Which is trash too.
Right. Well, Elena and Matt was just like teenage love from like school, and then you grow up and
but like I didn't like Matt either. So Matt with Elena, Matt with Rebecca, Matt with anyone was just like,
oh my god, how was he pulling these supernatural women? Like this man
was pulling all the girlies.
Rebecca
with Nadia
was obsessed.
and
Bex
Rebecca
was obsessed with Matt. Like it was
she
like
wanted that man. She wanted that man.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen determination.
I don't get it.
He kind of
that's
remind her
got blue eyes
why
and
she
blonde
wanted
hair.
to be
That's
human.
it.
Yeah,
I guess.
Oh yeah, that's probably the reason why she was so obsessed with him.
I guess.
I don't see it. Matt became my enemy the second he was like, I don't want your blood to heal because I hate vampires now. Like
he was also such a hater. Exactly. The vampire would save his life and would be like, "Oh my god, I hate vampires. We need to hunt vampires."
Had been
but
a
he was
vampire.
using the Gilbert ring to come back to life.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would have killed him. Honestly, I don't get how he survived.
How is he fucking
Supernaturals.
alive in Legacies too? Like it's fucking garbage that he survived.
He's a mayor now.
He literally gave Enzo to the damn hunter. I forgot his name.
And when he said that Stefan killed whatever
Yeah.
her name is.
Because yeah.
And that's pretty much it.
I mean, fuck Matt.
Yeah,
this is my town. Supernaturals aren't allowed here. Blah blah blah. Whatever. No.
Right. But
I would.
Right. And then
I don't know.
Take that toxic bullshit and like walk it
The
off.
one person Damon should have killed, he didn't kill.
Right when he killed Tyler, in what season was it? Season 8.
Yeah.
She should have killed Matt. Honestly.
When he threatened to kill Matt to bring Elena's humanity back.
The fact Matt become a cop, like.
Right, like out of everything.
Can you get any more?
It's so clear.
Almost more. Never mind. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
Voted for who in that election. We know who did. Yeah.
Twice.
Twice.
Like a flag in the window. 2024.
No, don't. Oh god.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Okay, let's talk about like. Okay, there are a few ships that aren't like main character ships. Like some of the the heretics.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh
yes. Yeah.
I don't want to say it because I don't want to get called out, but yeah, you guys get what I mean.
I can read it.
Yeah. Let's
believe that Matt.
Let's talk about it.
Matt brought Elena's humanity back was so out of nowhere. Like what? Why?
Yeah, just out of nowhere as well as hopes.
Just as Josie. People saying Josie brought her humanity back. No, the fuck she didn't.
Josie got on a bus and fucking left. I don't buy this bullshit story that she said called sins, and that was just Julie's way of getting her fucking fan service in.
Yeah. And it hit Death's ears because they weren't about shipping that fucking weapon over when there's still one in the fucking school.
Okay, you know what? That damn weapon would have made more sense to go to Limbo than it did going to Belgium.
Or to New Orleans with her family.
I mean, that was fan service. That was fucking fan service.
That's a setup.
Only right in her fucking fan service.
Don't send it to New Orleans because they let a roar slide by. I bet
actually,
the
only person it would have been safe with was Landon because he's the only one that didn't want to kill her.
He literally did. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do? Like, he literally is in the.
He's alive, but he's dead.
There were other relationships, but I don't really want to talk about Alaric anyway.
No,
because he deserved Alaric and Death when he was dead before they brought him back like a bunch of times. That should have been endgame, honestly.
Alaric and Ken Sword would have been a great couple. I would have shipped them so hard.
Alaric and the Graveyard would have been a great thing.
Okay, but his fucking hypocrisy of trying to bring fucking Joe back and like getting that fucking Phoenix sword, and then he's fucking like judging Hope.
Yes.
Like no.
Yeah, well, that could be.
He really had a corpse with him for months. And then Ho trying to do a little spell here and there. Like, no.
Well,
you
got
gotta-
got
Just like your father. Fuck you.
got him in
Who the hell?
shambles. But
You should have stayed in limbo.
but yeah,
Can
that's
we-
all the. That's all
Well,
the
can we talk about Nora and Mary Louise, like our only sapphic
The
couple?
fact that they blew them up.
Yeah.
Like, we have a sapphic couple on TVD and they fucking blew them up.
And then
Yeah,
Josh and Aiden.
That's an original. Yeah, that was originals. We're gonna get there.
Oh, yeah.
Literally burying your gays.
Like,
trope.
I'm actually shocked
They buried
that
the
they
gay.
didn't kill off Josie because that seems to be their MO.
Yeah.
Legacies doesn't bury their gays. They just send them away.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
just look at Jed and Ben.
Yeah, true.
They sent
And
them away.
Yep.
So
And
Well-
Penelope was gone, and then Josie was gone.
Penelope was gone. Josie was gone. Who else is
the only one in the fence?
a
The only one
little
that
fruity?
stayed.
Jade,
She is the only gay
even though
surviving.
that was gross.
Yeah, Jade.
There's that whole fucking kid thing again.
Yeah. I'm just I'm not gonna say
Not the babysitter, like imagine.
yeah, that's it is fucked up. Yeah. I was just horny and they were pretty and I was like, oh my
Yeah,
God.
that in the song
Oh,
kind of hit.
No.
The song it was
Oh, the song
What's the
kind of hit.
song?
No.
listen, I blame the song and I blame yeah.
I was weak.
She-
I just
she
a weak
walked-
gays.
She walked in that room with dirt soiled feet. Please, girl, no. Please go back home. Walk back to the dorm. Any other shit?
And they gave us what's his name? Luke.
People were shipping
And then fucking
what?
like remember they gave us Luke and Liv and Luke being gay. And then
And then Luke died.
Luke died.
He lost the. Oh God, I
He
forgot
had his
about that.
sociopath fucking brother absorb him.
So does that mean Kai ended up being a little fruity?
No, because he
Yes.
feels nothing.
Sociopath.
Oh my God. So Luke in there with the gay thoughts and
Yeah,
kinda
Luke was Luke dating anybody? I don't
don't
think he
know.
was. And if he was, it was
I
probably
think,
a
I think
random
they probably hinted it, but they never probably showed it. I don't
random
know.
student. Yeah.
It
But
was
they
like,
did
let's
say
just
he was
throw in
gay.
these gay characters, but we're not.
And then
really
we'll
gonna
kill
give you
them.
characters 'cause we're
Yeah,
gonna kill them.
between that and the compilation I saw on YouTube about all the black characters you getting introduced and dying, the Vampire Diaries, you're not seeing Heaven's Gates. But yeah, any other ships?
Some people were shipping Damon and the sheriff, which was fucked up because they were
This
friends.
is where
Yeah.
you
Ew.
need to put the shipping books down.
No,
Put it down. Put it down.
but some people ship some weird fucking things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope and Alaric.
Yeah, ew,
What?
no,
No,
ew.
but like Tyler and Damon, I've seen some stuff about that. But there's also like the platonic friendships that people ship like
Yeah.
as in
Remember
romantically.
the edit on season 1 that came out from Jeremy and Josie?
No.
That's
It was
his stepsister that they're
literally
talking about. /
Jeremy and Josie. They
uncle
had a whole
niece.
edit.
People are so weird. Oh my god. What?
Naj was gagged.
No words. Just no.
No
people
words.
are
You
shipping,
know what
some
ones-
people ship Raph and Landon romantically.
Yeah, Raphael and
No,
them.
no.
So there's that.
Any ships to
Josh and I's brain went to the same place right there.
Yeah. That same
You're annoying.
Oh yes. Yeah.
that person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like anyone who shipped Sybil with like Damon or anyone. Like I fucking
I'll
hate
mention that
Siren.
bitch.
I wanted a fucking siren in Legacies, yes. But
But not like
hated the
that.
whole fucking siren thing in Vampire Diaries.
I wanted remember when I was here and we were talking about a wish list for
Yes.
the monsters and I actually got like a good chunk of them. I wanted a siren, but a male siren.
Yeah, the male
so that
siren.
they would mess with the girls and then
Yeah.
the boys had to like save them. The robbery. I wish we
know.
had seen that. It would have been so funny. Imagine Lizzie just in trance with anyway.
I mean, she kind of was that way with Sebastian, so
Yeah, but I was picturing being more like the way that the siren would make them physically transform into people that they found attractive. Imagine
Oh, and all Hope would see is Landon.
of course, but then we could have gotten like a actual proof of bi Lizzie, like, or queer Lizzie. I don't know. People say that.
Oh,
she's
you know what
gay
that
for
reminds
her,
me
like,
of is
I
I gotta check
but-
and make sure what episode that is that it's on. Okay, season 5 in Buffy, I think.
Oh, when they were like,
No,
yes,
no,
yes.
maybe not season
Wait.
5. Maybe not season 5. It might be.
But I think I know what you mean. What episode you mean? What was it? I think it was season 4. Was it season 4?
No.
I can't remember, but I think I know what you mean. They should have, if they were like plagiarizing Buffy or like taking inspo from Buffy, they could have done a lot more. Like that Halloween episode that you wrote a fic.
Yeah, right?
But
They
that
could
would
have
been great.
Hope and Lyndon training and getting hot and
Remember the clownery we went
horny.
through
Because Banjo
before
training
210?
sessions were
Yeah, no.
we are humiliating with the Handon training scene on Legacies. Don't even talk about that.
All I'll claim is Dr. Kirby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
no,
when
the
you think
episode-
about Raphael and Hope's training session was
is there any other ship that we didn't talk about?
I think that's it.
Old people stuff, like the parents, I guess.
Joe and
But
Alaric.
Joe
Joe
and
and
Alaric
Alaric.
is the only Alaric ship that I sort of claim.
Yeah.
All
Because
right.
they
That's
were,
because Joe was awesome.
Yeah.
yeah,
Honestly,
actually, yes.
I love
She
Joe so
carried it.
much.
She's a mother.
When she died in the wedding, it was a sobbing mess.
That was my big.
That scene with Alaric almost killing himself and the gun. God,
I
that
mean,
scene was fucked up.
Relatable. I was kind of expecting him to do it. I kind of wanted him to do it, but
It was a mess.
just to see if they would have done the blood spurting everywhere.
So yeah.
Very
Oh,
sick of
Oh
it.
my god.
Ow.
Anyways, guys, go to therapy. Do therapy, okay?
Yes. Drink your water. If you ship like really weird stuff, think about it critically and don't replicate that in real life, please.
Yeah.
Also, if you hear anything that obviously we have opinions about that maybe you don't feel the same, remember
It's
our
okay.
opinions. It's okay for everyone to have different opinions. We don't need to treat other like shit because they have different opinions.
Unless
Maybe
you
think
do it
about that
first.
before you send death threats and shit.
Yes.
Like that's the whole point
Death
of
threat.
being different people is having different opinions. But the thing is,
Death
you can
threats.
still be
I know those very
friends
well.
and be different people and have different opinions and still get along.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay if you enjoy some toxic stuff, but like as long
Try
as you
not
know
to-
it's
yeah.
is
It
wrong
is.
and you don't have to like do it in your life, it's okay.
Yes.
I promise you, those threats will be on Death's door.
Yeah.
Honestly, amount of energy that you put into hating someone over an opinion could be better spent on like anything
Getting an
else.
education. Getting a
In
job.
Right.
education, exactly.
In school,
Right?
kids. Yes.
Or therapy.
Exactly.
Or both.
Or both.
Or three
Yeah.
of them.
Or going outside and standing under the
Touching
sun.
some grass and you
Yeah.
know.
Or
Hanging out with friends, making a
spreading
phone call.
love and positivity and
Right.
loving hope and land. Sorry.
I mean, yeah.
Oh my god. But anyway, rewatch
So that was-
DVD if you are mentally ill. Do it for your own mental illness. Yeah, don't do it.
And
We're supporting it.
Yeah. And that's
I mean, we still have a podcast about Vampire Diaries universe, so basically,
Yeah.
it's like
So
And
Go
comment if you guys like videos from Vampire Diaries.
yeah, let us know.
Oh,
what other-
imagine if you do like a ranking of, I don't know, shit from TVD, and so that'd be
Yeah.
interesting.
yeah.
All right.
You would have to
So-
reach. But anyway, yes.
You'll have
Thank
to
you for having me.
let us know. Yes, Queen. Let us know any more the Vampire Diary and / original / legacy episodes you want us to do. Once again, we're doing the whole universe now. There's no limitations. If you want us to trash a character, we will trash it for you. Such as the writers. Y'all thought y'all was y'all ate. Brett will be in the hot seat once and soon. Yo, I got you, I promise. But yes, that was our ships from the Vampire Diaries. We will be doing the originals next. We don't know when, but that will be coming up. What's your favorite ships? What ships you don't like? What ships you agree with? What ships you don't agree with? What is some of your, I guess, non-canon or crack ships? If they are incest, keep it to yourself. And yes, that was the Handon Weekly. Social medias will be linked so you can talk, see us, and see how we're doing. Which we're really not talking about Lexi. I'm not gonna hold y'all. We're talking about everything else. But if you want to check up on our lives, our social medias will be linked down. Once again, you can stream the podcast.
Mine though.
Not Pia's.
No.
But the
Please
social
leave
media,
me alone.
the podcast will be linked to stream on other apps and platforms if you want to save your data from YouTube. Until next time, guys. It's been
Bye-bye.
it's been a Handon Weekly. Yeet.
Bye.
Yeet.